Hello, everybody. Storm Dara is battering the United Kingdom at the moment, but Storm Ava is about to take over the WWE Universe. As Ava Rain herself, to give her a full name when she was a creepy tree lady in the schism, presents NXT Deadline. And that's what we're here to watch this evening. Good evening. Tell me where you are around the world for the biggest event in any form of entertainment in December. Live stream coming up, it says on my network feed right here. Up the Ross, up the you for watching, up the chase you as well. Rest in peace, by goodness. The live stream has started. Don't know what we've got in store for a kickoff show, but we've got people in Newcastle, Australia, Warwick, UK, Aberdeen, Virginia, the Bath, Queens, get the money. Does that mean in New York, Brooklyn? I don't know. Australia, India, Baltimore is in. Mexico, Germany, Zimbabwe, Liverpool, Finland. Well, our the water in Gateshead, as would say over here in the northeast of England. It's global. Obviously, it's NXT. The kickoff show's beginning. Let me know if that's too loud in the background. I've had a hell of a day of it, let me tell you. At a wedding in Berwick last night. Yesterday. All sorts of travel delays this afternoon because of Storm Dara. I like to think that the Irish are taking back some revenge for the flagrant accents you hear on the Cultaholic Wrestling podcast. Most weeks, audio is fine, that's fantastic. We have a lady talking. Who that lady is, I can't quite decipher because I'm talking over her. Because if I just sat here in silence and watched, that would be a very boring stream indeed. Oh! And you like that Eddie Thorpe's been wiped out, Ava. You hate him. Ava is going to find a suitable replacement to take over from Eddie Thorpe. Ava is quite shiny. She's obviously the best leader in the Western world. I know she's obviously going to be very shining bright like a diamond, of course, but she's going to find... I like to think that she's done this on purpose, even though Eddie Thorpe fully deserves what came his way after grabbing her by the arm. If he doesn't grab her by the arm last week, then what happened this week doesn't happen, in my opinion. Puppet Boy confirms the reports I'm Irish to say, and I personally sent the Storm your way, going in for the kill, says Levi LaRue. Good evening, Levi, of the podcast producer fame. Right, what are we saying then? I can see a question there. What would you rate the Iron Survivor gimmick out of 10 for the modern day when everything in wrestling's been done, yet NXT's at the forefront of the revolution? Is that arsehole Eric Bischoff said he's an arsehole, but he tells the truth. The Iron Survivor's the best modern day gimmick in wrestling for matches anyway, in my opinion. Genuinely an exciting 25 to 30 minutes. 25 minutes. My goodness me. There's boxes, there's cages, there's all sorts. What do you want more for? What more do you want from it? That's what I'm trying to say. It's late here. Right, let's go down the card. NXT Deadline. Yeah. Saturday the 7th of December 2024. Apologies if this is a bit thrown together. Obviously, with the travel delays. I rushed in this evening. My goodness me, we have 5 huge matches on the card. They're going to go through them on the kickoff show, of course, but well, Wesley's here right now, so I'll shut up and listen to Wes. Oh, it might be him, you know. Why would it be him? He's already in the match. He's such a dick. Up the like spike indeed, Larry Robb. Good evening. Oba is replacing Eddy. Says Emmett, I would love it if Oba came back and replaced Eddy. But then again, I'm looking for Von Wagner to make a big comeback after NXT on Wednesday. Oh, what a saucy bastard Wesley is. He's not saying it's not him, but he's not saying it is him, if that makes any sense. But I'm hoping, because you go back to NXT, was it last week or this week? I forgot which week it was. Whatever it was in recent history. Someone appears in that office and Robert Stone's like, oh. Obviously, Oba has that effect on many people. But for Robert Stone in particular to react like that, I think that, Terry Spunk come Tuesday. Von Wagner is the one who's coming back. Imagine come Tuesday's new Dean of Chase, who is a very intelligent man, as we know. Wap, get your dancing shoes, Wap. Anyway, the card. The Men's Iron Survivor. I've got Wikipedia next to me here. It's the most reliable source, as we all know. Wesley, Siobhan Evans, Nathan Frazer, Ethan Page, TBA. Now, I was expecting Eddie Thorpe to win because he has been built up. There's this. I'm going to say this. I'm not saying this lightly. The Stone Cold Steve Austin of the modern day against the name redacted in Ava. You know, the boss versus the employee scenario where the employee gets the better of the boss, so to speak. But he's been wiped out the match. Ober, as Emmett was saying earlier, a very sound pick. But if not him, Terry Spunk come Tuesday. I expect TBA to win that one. What we saying in the chat? Come Saturday, TBA will win. And urine in the chat. I hope I've said that right. That sounded really weird coming out my mouth. Good evening. Ross, if you could make an NXT 2.0 stable from any wrestlers who have been in NXT, who would you have and what would the group be called? I'd go straight away. You've got the pillars of all Japan and all that historical malarkey in the professional wrestling. Close enough, I'll take it, thank you very much. A urine, something like that, as Big Steve Vaquer walks into the arena. The Pillocks of NXT, the four Pillocks. I'm going back in history. The 2.0 lads would be Von Wagner, of course. The four Pillocks we're going for here. Andre Chase, Joe Gacy, and the fourth one would be, my goodness me, my mind has gone blank. Who do I always say it is on the bloody podcast? Terry Spunk, Andre Chase, Joe Gacy, and I've gone blank. It was the weird gimmick from the very, very, very early days of NXT 2.0. Tony, thank you very much, Syed, in the chat there, Tony D'Angelo. That would round up our classic one-sentence gimmicks in the fact that you'd say, like, oh, this is his gimmick in one sentence like it used to be back in the 90s. That was the real magic of NXT 2.0. We got too clever for ourselves in the professional wrestling. Everyone had to wear kick pads and do cartwheels and flips. No. Go back to the 90s. You get a mobsman. You get a dean of a university. Classic gimmicks that have never been done before and probably won't be done again. Yeah, that's a shame. I missed the 90s. Anyway, the four Pillocks of NXT, and that's my stable of choice. But who are we going for? In the Men's Iron Survivor, I'm going TBA. Stick it in the chat. Apologies if I get a bit wary during this stream. The wind is so bad outside that the shutters keep making the noise of like a jackhammer. If you ever went past Roadworks and seen the old jackhammer on the go, the wind's battering the shutters of this office so bad, it keeps sounding like someone's breaking in, and I keep going, oh! So I'll never get used to that because it's not happening consistently. It's just happening every now and again. Oba says Emmett. Emmett hates Tony D, though, so that's terrible. That's a shame, Emmett. I thought you were a man of taste. TBA, everyone's going. The fifth man is going to be Bubba Ray. Hound Demon, you dirty dog. The Bubba Ray Dudley era's over after a few weeks. Fifth man is Penta. That's a West one. Too soon, is it not, Puppet Boy? Too soon for that to happen, surely. I know he's left officially now. And Ray, oh God, I saw Ray Phoenix's tweet before I came in here. What was the quote he used there? I don't want to butcher it, just in case you haven't seen it. Where are we? I'm going to sneeze now. Elephant. Ray Phoenix tweeted, no one stays in a place where they received inhumane treatment. Inhumane treatment. So I can't wait to see what that's all about in the coming months, or whenever Ray Phoenix is allowed to get off his old deal there after the old injury time's added to the end of it. Joe Hendry getting mentioned in the chat there. Fifth man, Mello. Wouldn't mind it. Don't think it's going to be Mello, though. Not a chance. Not a chance. Joe Hendry. It might be again too soon for Joe Hendry because all the reports were that his TNA deal, pardon me, his TNA deal is throughout the end of the year, isn't it? Unless they've come to some sort of agreement for an early release. You never know, do you, in the wrestling? You never know, and that's the beauty of it all. Yoshiki Inamura getting a shout in the chat. I would not mind that at all. As I was saying on the podcast this week, the explosivity of 97 Goldberg, the body of Festus. It's a wonderful combination that I can get behind. Charlie Thomas, it's Dara. Storm Dara is currently battering the UK. I mean, we're in the apparently the least affected part on the east side of the country. It's more down the west, your sort of Wales and your Liverpool and that sort of bits. But even over here, it's awful outside. Terrible. That's why I'm soaking wet, I tell you. I'm soaking wet. As we see Megan Morant and Sam Roberts Wrestling Podcast. Nice man. That's the full name of his podcast. Sam Roberts. After the Matthew, I'll try to say a name anyway. Ridge will bring in his cousin Joel. Max, don't feed it to that boy's ego. You should see him walking around the office now. Goodness me. King of the castle, king of the castle. That's what comes out of his mouth. Every time he walks in, does Joel Holland. 49 minutes to go until the main show starts, my goodness me. It's a long kickoff show for an NXT show. Oh yeah, Garmin Rowe, what's the latest on Michael Antonio? I saw that just before coming in the office there. Horrible car accident. I saw he was stable in hospital, so yeah, up the Michael Antonio. Bit of a football chit-chat on the wrestling stream, but let's fill some time. Is Andrew not on stream because he's helping his fellow Yorkshireman Ridge Holland? I hope not. I would hope that Andrew would rise above arseholes like Ridge Holland, despite being from the same part of the world as him. Trick's out the hospital, everybody. He's breathing heavily. You hit my neck. Well, I don't like that from Trick there, to be quite honest with you. He says he's doing it for Chase U, but while the match with Ridge was happening between Ridge and Andre, Trick sat there on commentary, having willed Andre to win, and Trick didn't get involved, even though he was at ringside. That doesn't fill me with any sort of, I don't even know the word, like condolences. What's the word I'm looking for? My brain hasn't woken up yet after my little nap earlier. My goodness me. You hurt my neck and my back, my P word and my crack. He's in a stable condition, West Ham, making no more comments till at least after the Wolves game. That's fair enough. Up the Michael Antonio. Anyway, back to the wrestling. But why didn't Trick Holland, my goodness, could you imagine? Trick Williams, why didn't Trick Willie get involved? Sat there at ringside doing nothing while the university was being taken away from Andre. Disgusting. Jordan, thank you very much for the donation there. Thanks for flying the gold flag. Ross, you've helped keep my NXT love strong. I miss cum, though. I mean, we all miss cum. It's a real shame what they did to one of the original 4 pillars of NXT, but we're going to have to get over that. Robert Stone is still there, acting like Cum Tuesday was never a thing, like it wasn't a movement that took over the wrestling world. Down with the Robert Stone, up with the Cum Tuesday, but thank you very much for the nice message. I don't think NXT's a hard show to like. Yes, it has bits that maybe are, not in a bad way, but like of a different era, like of the 1990s in terms of how silly they are. But I like that. I was born in 92. I was watching WCW 2000 getting into wrestling, believe it or not. Worldwide on a Friday night, Channel 5. Fort Boyard on after or before, I can't remember. I think it was Fort Boyard, then Worldwide. Bit of Robot Wars maybe thrown there too. Was it Robot Wars on Channel? No, it wasn't Robot Wars at all. Anyway, Fort Boyard was on there. What a Friday night it was every single time. And that's the beauty of NXT. You get the modern day, like what modern day wrestling is in terms of the in-ring action, the presentation, all that sort of stuff, but there's the little bits of old wrestling sprinkled in. And that's how Chef Michaels cooks. The old 1990s sprinkled in like Salt Bay. Salt Bay! Oh, what we're doing here. Craig Charles is the 5th man. We've worked it out. Adam Barrett was there. Fort Boyard was on first. Daniel Young said, I wouldn't have bothered with NXT if not for the podcast, so thanks, lads. Well, it's our pleasure. They'll never acknowledge us, though. That's the goal still for me, is to get on a kickoff show to be an analysis like this. But would they let me on? I don't think they would. Would they? Do they know who I am? I don't think they would. I don't think they do. This isn't 2016. This is 2024. The breakup of Axiom appears to be next on the agenda for the great wrestling minds in this studio. I think Axiom might cost Nathan this evening. Because he tried to be like Nathan. It didn't quite work. Nathan's still being like Nathan, and Axiom's left on the other side. So I think Axiom, they're finally going to do it because this has been going on for months at this point. Months, let me tell you. The potential breakup of Fraxiom. I think tonight might be the night. And the tag team titles go elsewhere. Matthew Campbell, thank you very much. Do you reckon they are keeping Oba back until after he signs his new deal? And possibly straight up to the main roster? What's the story about his deal? Fill me in. Craig David. Surely he's contracted for ages because he is a relatively, green Baha'i. In a wrestling sense, that is. Coffee in a flask. Tremendous. To be honest with you, the last time we saw Oba, it felt like he was done with NXT. He lost 2 matches. I don't care if it's 2 matches to Tony. It's just the fact he lost 2 matches after going on the run he'd been on. So to me, that felt like a conclusive, goodbye to NXT. And I was fully expecting a Royal Rumble. A Rumble appearance from Oba. Before going on a sort of, a Goldberg-esque streak. Something like that on the main roster. Because he is that good. They've nailed the presentation of NXT over the last little while, apart from those 2 defeats to Tony D'Angelo. One I could take, but not the second one. Goodness me. Where the babyface cheated like a heel. Even though the babyface should be heel because he murders people. Goldberg is the 5th man. Wouldn't mind it. Wouldn't mind it. As long as he lost, of course. But the NQCC appear to be, as Jack was saying on the podcast this week, filling the void of Chase U as being everyone's favourite stable in NXT these days. Comparisons have been made to the relationship between Wren and Charles and Andre and Thea. Matthew Campbell's back. Rumours are that they're uncertain of him signing a new deal, but NXT Insider confident the WWE wanted, according to Fightful. So, of course they're going to want him. Of course they are. Just give him what he wants. The guy's Monet. Not Mercedes Monet, just Monet. Call him Monet. A new gimmick for Oba on the main roster. Kakota. Yes, that came out me mouth right. Kakota Die in the chat. They're saying Noam Dar for the 5th man. Wouldn't mind it. Has been gone for ages. The metaphor's been missing that little bit of something. That's what they do, isn't it? The old taunt. There's been missing something without Noam Dar being on the scene. So having him back would be fantastic. NQCC got so much better when Gulak left and Wren joined. I would wholly agree with that, Lewis, in the chat there. Wren's got that Kavorka. That lovable Kavorka. The funny Kavorka. Where she was just getting people into trouble by just being balls to the wall, so to speak. Not put any thought into what she was saying, just doing the wrestling because she is a shooter. And the way that match ended the other day was fantastic. Setting up, once again, Lola Vice and Jaida Parker. Wren Sinclair getting hoofed in the face. Oh, not hoofed. Thwacked in the face by a back fist. Falling into the pin. You don't get that anywhere else. It's NXT. Wonderful booking. I'd argue they're multi-person matches in terms of how they're put together. And I know there'll be detractors in the chat saying, oh, well, it's because they practice all week long, they're choreographed matches. But I think that's good. Because the way they're intricately put together, obviously multi-people matches in all the promotions is very good, but there's a different flavour to the ones in NXT. They're more like a complex dance routine without wanting to sound like Jim Cornette. I just mean that in the fact that there's always like a move being done to someone, then someone does a move to that person, and it all links together in one move. That made sense in my mind. It might do in yours, I don't know. Has there been any... That's the second mention of Pentagon I've noticed in the chat there. Has there been any stories on the internet about Penta turning up to NXT so soon? After leaving AEW? I'd be doubtful. Oh, he's such an arsehole. Big night for me, he says. Stood next to his tag team partner. Amigo. So the tag team title match is after the men's Iron Survivor. So Axiom's not turning on Frazer in the Iron Survivor match. But could they lose the tag team titles and then the turn happens? That's the favourite of the bet now. The favourite for the bet now, if I was betting on wrestling. Oh, he's so detestable, isn't he, Nathan Frazer? I'll give you everything I've got.
But before that, I want to ask you about the Eddy Thorpe situation. I think that everyone saw, like I did, the way you looked at each other when Eddy Thorpe was on the ground. Did either of you take him out? Absolutely not.
They wouldn't take him out, Sarah. What a stupid question.
But who knows? Maybe Axiom will be the one to take his place. Then you won't get so mad at me, right?
Oh, Nathan, you sassy bitch. Saying maybe Axiom will take Eddie's place and he won't be so bad towards him. Scott Woodford in the chat, thank you very much. I saw Penta in Minneapolis this afternoon. I assume that's where Deadline is. Could be huge news. Huge. Ken Funk, thank you very much. NXT Twitter account confirmed men's Iron Survivor is opening and the women's is closing. Dun dun dun. Are there any ladies rumoured to be Penta signed today? Are we just making up stuff now? I don't know. What was I going to say? So the women main event is obviously quite interesting because it seems like the more foregone conclusion of the two Iron Survivor matches. Surely Gilly of Gilly and Steve fame, Giulia. Matthew calls him Gilly and Steve on the podcast. Or he did one time when we're running with it. It seems like Giulia's going to win and go and face Roxanne Perez, so maybe that could signify someone debuting maybe to go up against Giulia before something happens. I don't know. Has there been any rumours of anyone signing? I think just based on performances, I think Steve of Gilly and Steve, everyone's favourite tag team. I think Steve's outperformed Gilly so far, in my humble opinion. They'll be right back on the countdown here. And there is Steve. The Iron Survivor Challenge is all about pioneering. It has elements I'm familiar with. Dominance, strategy, and preparation. Classic NXT promo here. Adaption. I've blazed my own trail from Chile to Mexico to Japan to Europe. God, she looks bored. She probably is the best luchador in the world right now. Any advances on Steve Vaquer being the best luchador in the world right now? I don't think it's Steve's night. I don't think it's Steve's night at all. Lots of adverts. All the adverts. Fantastic stuff. I missed the Newcastle game today, travelling, so I did. OTG, and I don't mind missing this one. Anyone think Kevin Owens might take the title at Saturday night's main event? I've not seen SmackDown yet. I've heard about a transfer window, though. I did plan to watch SmackDown this afternoon, but I had my travel issues. My goodness me. So what's the crack with the transfer window? Sounds very exciting. Sounds very football, so I'm down with that kind of thing. Oh, we're getting a top 10 countdown in the PLE. My goodness me. Louis Four Shields, howdy Ross. Current Mania main event prediction. Oh. I'm going to go for Rock and Cody still. Even though it seems more unlikely than it has done at any point over the past 8-9 months that The Rock's going to be on WrestleMania next year. And I'll go for Roman versus... Who will Roman face? I think Rollins and Punk will be one of the main events, but not the main event of one of the nights. Obviously, we've got Owens and Orton. That's another tentpole match. Who's Roman? I don't know if it's too soon for Jacob. I don't know if Roman versus Solo is a Mania main event. It might be if Solo continues getting better like he has done. God, I don't know. Roman, yeah, I'll go Roman Jacob. Just the fact I can't think of anybody else to face Roman in the main event. Look at that finish there. Fantastic scenes. Back-fist compliment. Or back-fisted compliment, excuse me. Marcella, however you say it. Thank you very much for the donation there. First time in a while since I've been able to watch live since work has been crazy. Off topic, but what's the most embarrassing song on your playlist? Nothing. I'm not embarrassed by any music I like at all. Gillette, The Best a Man Can Get was my most played song of 2024, let me tell you. Closely followed by Dirty Rotten Biscuit by NXT. By Limp Bizkit, of course. What a year it was. And I Got Friends by Warm Dusha. That's my top 3 there. Not embarrassed. All tunes in their own right. I'm a 32-year-old man who listens to Limp Bizkit. Fight me. By the way, I should say, if you don't watch the podcast, but do watch the tier lists about the themes, I have finally put together a playlist on Spotify that you can follow, and 227 people have it saved. It's called Frat Boy Killer. It's the themes that you want to put in your head before you walk down Northumberland Street to take down those frat boys. So you see there, Frat Boy Killer. Give it a follow if you want. If you don't, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. But tell me some of your top songs in your rap this year. Because let me tell you, when you get to my age, when you get to my grand old age, if you are a young whippersnapper watching this stream, new music is harder to come by than ever. Well, that's what I'm finding. Emmett's saying the playlist has come in handy. It gets added to a couple of times a week. Mainly when I'm having a poo. There's elements of the SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 soundtrack. There is, definitely. And 2006 and the first one, 2004. Just SmackDown vs. Raw. Emmett's most listened to was S Club. Korean indie band called Eddy. A Korean indie band? My goodness me. I'm going to check Eddy out because I was an indie boy in my teenage years. A-D-O-Y. Wren the Shooter. Phoning in. Their top song has 10 million plays. My goodness me. Wonder. Skater Boy was on there. No shame in that. Unsated by Slipknot. My top 5 was all Linda Ronstadt. I've never come across Linda Ronstadt before. I'm going to find out now in the chat, no doubt, that Linda Ronstadt's the famous songstress ever to live. Is Charles getting jealous of Wren? Get your hands off her, Charles, you creep. Oh, she's chopped him. Fantastic from the shooter, Wren. Plan B, stay too long. Plan B. Do you remember him? No other Boa, thank you very much for the tip in the chat there. Frat Boy Killer is the greatest playlist on Spotify. I repeat, from No Other Boa. I'm not making it up, it's right in front of me here. Frat Boy Killer is the greatest playlist on Spotify. Wonderful Premier League Saturday, City dropping points. United losing. Well, which United? Because they both lost. Fun fact, the new UFL game. My screen's gone all blurry there. It's either UFL or UIL. One of the two. Game both Manchester City teams are fused into one. Anyway, how's the wrestling worth tuning in? No, come Tuesday. Not yet, though. Not yet, No Other Boa, but it is still worth tuning in for. It's NXT. It's a PLE, or a pay-per-view if you're normal. Of course it's worth tuning in. In the new UFL, I think it says. It's gone really blurry there. I've got a web browser open on a TV. So things go blurry from time to time, I'm finding. Anyway, there you go. I've read it out. No Other Boa, Frat Boy Killer is the greatest playlist on Spotify. Puppet Boy got a YouTube Wrapped and said I listened to 11,000 hours of the Cultaholic podcast. So he tuned in to 3 episodes. Fantastic scenes from Puppet Boy there. Another 49 episodes to go. Well, for this year at least anyway. Oh my God. I don't know if you can hear that. The shutters are rattling like someone's trying to break in, but it's not that. It's just the wind. But the fright is always there. Now we're going underground. Jaida Parker, Lola Vice. Fantastic performance from Jaida Parker on the weekly show this week. Shouting at people to take the ropes down so they get the match on then and there. But Ava came out and ruined all of our hopes and dreams, so she did. Even though the ring was already dismantled. When have you seen Kavoka like that from a wrestler? The ring crew were papping themselves. Pooing their pants, I should say. Papping works. More of a northeast colloquialism, I think, though. My voice is gone already. I've not recovered from the match of the night. I can't believe it. UFL is right. It's a new free-to-play football game. My goodness me. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Jaida Parker. I like how she's like, I played football in front of thousands and thousands of fans, but the footage they show had no fans. You got no fans. Jaida Parker's one, though. One to watch if you haven't been keeping up with NXT. She'll be on the main roster within the next 18 months, and she will be a champion. Mark my words. I got Tiffy Stratton right early in the going there. You just get a feeling, don't you, when you see certain people? She's not as good of a wrestler, I'd say, as Tiffy Stratton in terms of the fantastic things Tiffy Stratton can do, but in terms of a promo, in terms of getting the feeling right, that intangible thing that the best wrestlers have, Jaida Parker has that thing in spades, let me tell you. Spades! I think Jaida Parker will win tonight. But what about that brick? What about that brick that we saw in the ECW arena? And that has made its comeback over the last couple of weeks. It made its comeback. It's appeared on the show the last couple of weeks. Chris Lloyd with a good point, though. He wants Lola to win, and then we get the trilogy. Where do you go from Raw Underground? What's more severe than Raw Underground? NXT Underground. Getting flashbacks now. Shane McMahon and what's he called? I've gone blank. Omos. My goodness me. Well, he wasn't called Omos then, was he? Oh, I'll happily call Ridge Holland a prick. Terrible. Terrible guy. Slightly improved. Not as improved as Matthew and Jack like to say on the podcast, in my opinion. But he is getting better. Fight pitch is a fair shout. Fight pitch? Fight pit match. Kind of merged 2 words together there. Fight pit is a good shout. Emmett, no one cares about your biscotti list, you creep. Just in case you don't know, biscotti list is a list coined by Booker T, where he just says if a lady's on the biscotti list, it's a lady he fancies. And Emmett has his own biscotti list, of which Lola Vice is on it. So, in fact, let me know who's on your biscotti list. Well, I don't care who's on your biscotti list. Keep that to yourself, actually. Beardsy asked if we get any Chase You inklings tonight. I think something might happen. Who was the voice down the corridor? Answer in the chat, please, if you watched not this week's show, but the week before. Javier Brick, here's me elbow. Bosh. Who was the voice talking to Andre down the corridor? It was teacher Matt Striker. 2 different people have said Matt Striker very quickly there. Otis? No, it wasn't Otis. Bodie Hayward getting a shout as well from Emmett there. I don't know about Bodie Hayward. That would be a weird one, wouldn't it? Lola's got the filters out. Looks like a different human. Tupida. voice is going. Give me the water. Luthez says classic start. Is that in relation to the Biscotti list or Chase University? Justin, we're still on the kickoff show. Starts in about 25 minutes, I think. I hope. I've missed me mouth. Great start. Oh, she's losing it. You never cross Lola Vice. It has to be Oberfemi in the Iron Survivor, yes. So we are starting in just under 25 minutes' time. It is at the top of the hour. That'll be midnight over here in the UK. Fantastic scenes. I do remember Babatunde / Dabakato / General Aziz. A throwback in wrestling once again in terms of him being really rubbish. With all due respect. Wrestling's hard, I know. But he wasn't very good at it. And it was refreshing to see. Because once again, growing up, you had lots of people on television who were terrible. But by and large, everyone on television now is fantastic. So seeing him on television being rubbish was very refreshing. A nice throwback, so to speak. Opening match is the men's Iron Survivor. Closing match is the women's. Oh, she's here. The Cavalker is here. Yeah! Clock it! With a little hand signal. She just gets it, doesn't she? Feels real. I'm not going to say she's like, it's a similar vibe to when Samoa Joe cuts a promo. Not on the same level, obviously, because she's still relatively new to the game. But it's that sort of vibe. Samoa Joe doesn't feel like he's cutting a promo. He just feels like he's going to threaten someone and maim them. And that's what Jaida Parker speaks to me. Lola was an MMA fighter, though, wasn't she? I don't follow the world of MMA at all, so I've just taken what Jaida Parker said there as the gospel truth. Favourites with a nice message there. Chris Mannion in the chat. Could you imagine Sam Roberts being the fifth man? My goodness me. Cheers for that analysis there, Sam Roberts. One thing we can guarantee between Lola Vice and Jaida Parker is a fight. That's why he's paid the big bucks. It's advertised for the show as a fight, and we're going to get a fight because they're two fighting ladies. Give me hundreds of thousands to appear on a kickoff show. That's analysis. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a Ridge Holland promo coming up. Hey, bloody hell. I love to kill Trick Willie me. Oh, bloody hell. Blake Howard. A man who I thought was called Blade a few weeks ago. Time flies, Blake. Oh, time flies. Oh, you can say that again. Rich had some controversies and slip-ups. You're a liar as well, Ridge. You did let it affect your being earlier this year. I was there watching when you were causing injuries with doors. Careful, Blake. He had to destroy Chase U before Chase U destroyed him. They helped him find himself again. Sorry for not talking, man. I'm hanging on Ridge's every word here. But he talks very slowly. It ate me up. I just don't get it personally. I don't see it with Ridge. That was a funny bit of the promo this week. Oh, you played American football? You wear pads like a softie. I played a real man's game. Rugby. Oh, no, not one more question. Oh, my goodness me. He must be at the press conferences after a WWE main roster show. Was Ridge Holland trying to injure Trick Williams by doing a DDT on the announce table? What were the intentions there, Ridge? Please fill us in. It won't be whoop that trick. It'll be smash that trick. He has gotten better, Ridge, but I still don't think he's at the level of an NXT main eventer personally. And I'm happy to be put wrong this evening, but promo-wise at least, he's not doing it for me like he is for Matthew and Jack on the podcast. Especially Matthew loves him. Ooh. He's doing very well, pal. Up the fridge in the chat. What were we saying about Ridge Holland? Are you buying him as a main eventer? Are you not a fan? He has gotten better both in terms of promo and at the wrestling. But I don't think he's at the level of the NXT main event. But then again, the NXT men's main event picture is the weakest part of the card in terms of numbers of men who are like at that level. We're getting mid-card level right now from Phil the Legend. Hello, William Morrison. Absolute indifference to Ridge from Daniel Young. That's fair. Oba should be Eddie's reply. Oh, yes, he should be Corey the Goat. Meg's been enjoying seeing the improvement so far. He's definitely improved, but he's not there for me. You know what I mean? Like the in-ring, like that promo there he did there was pre-recorded, dramatic music, and it was still a bit. He's just saying generic things with a rough and tumble accent. Ooh. And the ones in the ring, for me, are even worse. Ugh. Absolute Ridge difference. Enridgerance. In Ridge, doesn't matter. Trying to make a pun off the back of Elf's comment there. Can't be arsed. Great, just like Lexus King. Lexus King's one who has improved tenfold. Fantastic scenes from Lexus King. I'm not ready to be NXT World Champion either. I'm not. I'm barely ready for NXT level up, let me tell you. Barely. Going around the card again, men's Iron Survivor, women's Iron Survivor. I'm going to say Giulia for the win. That seems like the most obvious one of the night. Men's, I'm going TBA. Good evening, B of H. Don't get me sued now. Puppet Boy saying Steve for the ladies. Ricky Starks is still under contract. He can't be there, can he? He can't. That's an odd situation. There's a hot take for you. Ricky Starks and AEW. An odd situation. What are they doing? Wren for the women's. I would like to see Wren. I just think it's all been, ever since Gilly arrived on the scene in the summer, she's been flirting with Roxanne Perez. Oh, they showed this promo weeks ago. Such an NXT vibe to the promo. I'm enjoying my time in America, learning a new culture. Can I perform that famous Stephanie Vaquer move off the top rope? I reckon if I was facing Andrew in a wrestling match, I could do the old shoulder breaker finisher. I could do that one. I don't know if I could do the one off the top rope. I don't think that's happening. Santos Escobar getting a shout from the fifth man there, from Owen Muscle White in the chat there. Hikaleo, I forgot about Hikaleo. Hikaleo's signed, hasn't he? Hikaleo! My God, that'll go down. I don't know how that'll go down. Depends how he does. I guess just being who he is makes him mean something already, just because of how much of a focal point the Bloodline have been for the past however many years at this point now. Brian Alvarez confirmed to be the fifth man. Wouldn't be against it. So they could beat him up. My goodness me. Why are we seeing promo packages about Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley on an NXT show? No one cares about the lowly main roster. We're here for NXT. The pinnacle of the WWE. An interesting point there from, I can't even read that word, yeah? I-Jarousal in the, I think that's what it says. It's all blurry. Is Ava finding a replacement for Eddy? Bloodline makes sense if she is. It's never been really made part of a character in NXT that she's part of the Bloodline, apart from that one bit with Paul Heyman, maybe. Whether in the room, just before she became the general manager. Imagine if they made her very Bloodline-esque going forwards. Matthew Gregg is the fifth man. I've not heard from him today. Could be him. I've just hopped on the flight there, pal. I'm TBA, pal. TBC. Lyra Valkyria. Maybe that's Punk's favour for Heyman. Nah, I think Punk's favour from Heyman will be for Punk. And for nobody else. There'll be a title match, I think, down the line at some point. Well, I would like to see Punk turn heel. Heyman maybe go with Punk. 2013 vibes. Ha ha ha! Liv Morgan's laugh there. Who would the worst possible choice be for TBA? Hey! The worst possible choice. There, Pubba Boy's got it. Bubba Ray Dudley, just based off recent history. Wouldn't mind seeing Repo Man. Big Barry? Who doesn't like Big Barry? I wouldn't mind Axiom. The storyline's there with Nathan Frazer. Coming to WWE gave being the beautiful madness an entirely new meaning. Traveling all over the world, learning how to... Whoa, it's changed. Building a name. Oh, it's gone again. Gilly's cut the promo, by the way. We're getting shouts for Nicholas, Yoshi Tatsu, Ric Flair, Tommy Dreamer. Up the Tommy Ball. Not going to explain what that is on YouTube, even though I did that the other day. But it was buried in a 5-hour podcast they won't see. Those powerful, horrible robots taking you off the air. Gilly, explain the rules to everybody. Lots of pins is the goal in the Iron Survivor. Here you go. She's calling out Roxanne again. It's been going on for months. It would be a shock if it didn't happen, in my opinion. Big Sol Ruca getting a promo. Cowabunga. Oh, dear me. Oh, she doesn't know when she's entering the match. It's a shoot, everybody. Oh. Oh, Sol Ruca speaking on my behalf. Why do no wrestlers watch the show, eh? Batter him, Sol. Batter him. Oh! The next time Ethan Page interrupts a Sol Ruca promo, she's going to get soul snatched. Oh my goodness me, what a penis Ethan Page is. That's an interesting promo, though. Sol Ruca, Ethan Page feud confirmed. They've set up a match there. Hopefully it happens on Tuesday. Come Tuesday, we'll see Ethan Page versus Sol Ruca. Stephanie Vaquer and Wren Sinclair. Wah wah wee wah. God, these kickoff shows are long when there's no wrestling, aren't they? How long we got left? What we on? 7 minutes-ish until the main show starts. Chris, I'd say that's a nailed-on certainty. Joe Hendry being in the Rumble. Surely it is. Surely. Nothing relates to an Iron Survivor Challenge. Oh, no, no. Alexa Bliss could win the Rumble. A dark horse for sure. She's been making noises of coming back. Obviously held in high regard still, I would imagine. That tells me something's going to happen. That isn't just a formality of Gilly getting the win. The fact the ladies are main eventing the show. Although the last few PLEs we've sat here and watched, it has just ended in a very subdued way. That Trick and Ethan Page match, the first one at the old the UFC building, the UFC shed. That one coming into mind there. Mr. Scodes, good evening. Hope you're well, love the pod. Thank you very much, Steve. Hope you're well. Well-alicious. Good evening, Jen Carter. Tommy Ball, Mike Bailey. What a gimmick that would be. Oh, that comes after a comment of what would you think about Mike Bailey being the fifth entry? Zero chance of that happening. AE bound. And I think that's the right place for Mike Bailey. Mike Bailey? Yeah, Speedball Mike Bailey. How weird. That sounded wrong in my head, not saying Speedball Mike Bailey. Just saying Mike Bailey. Oh, it's Mike Bailey. You know Mike Bailey. James R in the chat, you're making a huge mistake watching UFC. Gotta watch NXT. JP, we're kicking off in about 5 minutes' time. Nobody knows who to trust, Sam Roberts. What's he on about? If there even is a fifth person in the match, Ava said she's going to pick the guy herself. It's been confirmed. Ava doesn't lie. You don't become the worst general manager in the world ever by lying to people, do you? She has fallen a long way recently. She's lost control as Ava. Bless her. Oh, we're limping towards the start line of this big night of wrestling. Like Spike for the deadline, by the way. We're on 182. Let's get past 200. The likes do help out, so thank you very much if you have done so. So let's lock the predictions in. I'm going Giulia for the women's. I'm going TBA for the men's. Whereas I think Oba does make most sense. Oba or Axiom, one of those two. Lola for the win to set up the third match between the two of them. Lola and Jaida. I'm going for a title change with the tag team titles. 2009 Randy Orton, although he doesn't look like him in the render views there because he's got shorter hair now. Myles Borne probably getting the win. And then I'm going for a Trick Willie retention, surely. Oh my God, that's a hideous picture of Ridge. Oh. Bang goes the shutters again. I'm a nervous wreck sat here. Foof, says Sam Roberts. What a card we've got in store. We're past 200 likes. Thank you very much if you have done so. Oh. Breaking news. Ava's found the replacement, Sam Roberts. Who is it? Please tell us who. What a cliffhanger to end this pre-show on. It's been a slog of an hour, but what a cliffhanger to end on. Get your last-minute predictions locked in. I think Oba's the overwhelming favourite from the chat there. Ben the Tank, thank you very much for the tip. What would you... Oh, God. What would you do, I think that's meant to say, if Lodi from the flock casually walked in now with his vintage orange goggle-esque glasses and started walking around the office whilst holding up various different signs repeatedly? Poop my pants. That's what I would do, Ben the Tank. Because I've got the shutters down, that would mean you have to break in. Josh Alexander is getting a shout. Oba getting a shout. Ava being the fifth man, my goodness me. She's probably taller than most of the field of the men's match, I'd say. She's a unit. Penta getting a shout there. Right. Video hype package. Hammerstone getting a mention. That would be a surprise. Solo Sikoa, no. Hikaleo, potentially. Penta's left AEW officially now. Yes. The final boss. Penta getting another shout. Kona Reeves, my goodness me. Is he still in NXT? Kona Reeves? That's a name. A blast from the past. Santos Escobar. Oh, it's Owen Musselwhite again. Obsessed with Santos he is. It's a brilliant gimmick. It really is the Iron Survivor. Lose or fall, get in that penalty box. You want to be in the match for as much time as possible. More time in the match, more time to get a fall, baby. Grayson Waller getting a shout. That would be a surprise. Michael Tarver. There you go. Emmett's got it. Michael Tarver. The Nexus making a comeback in 2024. Now. Right. I will shut up for a second for a sync point. So you can get yourself in line with what I'm saying here. As the screen goes dark. Dun dun dun. There you go. Here's your sync point. Together. Bum, bum, bum. Vic and Booker, another anticipated matchup for this evening. They hate each other, but they have to work together. Network not working. Flawless over here in the UK, so it is. Trick Willie's at Metroland. There's a reference 3 people get watching the stream. It's a snazzy jacket Ethan Page is wearing. Walking into the building. Big Steve is arriving in the same fashion as she did earlier. Vaquer. Trick looking at Prince. Oh, we're getting a Prince-inspired entrance, aren't we? Lots of purple, no doubt. Oh. So we are kicking off with the Men's Iron Survivor. Ava has found the 5th man. Oh, it's a snowy intro. Or is it cocaine falling from the sky? Interesting point there from Jamie Rowlandson. Is this the last network big event before the Netflix takeover? I think it will be, won't it? In terms of wrestling for the rest of the year, we've only got Saturday night's main event. That's on different television, isn't it? Over in the United States. Then we've got AEW's World's End. I think that's on the 28th. So this will be the last network pay-per-view, PLE, whatever you want to call it. Emotional scenes. I am worried though. I hope a lot of historical content, well, I hope all the historical content makes its way to Netflix, but I doubt it will. I doubt it will, which is a shame. Because that's the best thing about the network. Just the fact you can go, oh, I fancy watching Armageddon 1999. Biddly bip. It's on. Hugo Vasquez, I don't think you can see this show on Netflix, no. Saturday night's main event will be on YouTube for the UK. Well, bloody hell. Stone me down. What a world we live in. Is that on the YouTube channel? DFT Lewis in the chat there? I did notice that this week they've uploaded a couple of documentaries. The Paul Heyman one's on there. The CM Punk's on the Vault YouTube channel. Do I think KO will beat Cody? I think KO is the most likely of all of Cody's opponents so far to beat Cody. But I don't think he will. I think Cody retains. Just. Only 2 will emerge. Right, finally. Mercifully, we're ready to go with the main card. Let's go. Men's Iron Survivor. Oba to be the 5th man, in my opinion. Let's get cracking with the knacking. What an interesting looking arena we're in tonight. Are we outside? Where the hell is this? I like it when a show looks different. We are outside. Booker T's got a scarf on. That's not a fashion choice. He's frozen. Hot to pin this mother, apparently. Vic hates the scarf, naturally. Let's go. Oh, we're getting the rules explained again. Bloody admin, eh? Bloody admin. 25-minute time limit. 5 superstars competing to be the number 1 contender. 2 superstars start the match. So you want to be one of those first 2. More chance to get more falls. Every 5 minutes thereafter, a new superstar will enter the match until all competitors are in the ring. But you don't want to lose a fall. Oh, no, no, no. Because that means you get in the box. I went very Geordie there. That means you get in the box. That means you go in the penalty box. Bouncy! He's going to do some sort of silly move off that box, I can tell you. Someone will try and throw him in the box. He'll bounce on top of the box and then do a move off the box. So Siobhan's got the favourable draw, being the first man in. I imagine it's going to be maybe Ethan Page or one of the other heels in the match to be alongside of him because of wrestling. Maybe Wesley as well. It is Wesley. Dun dun dun. Look who drew number 2. An arsehole. But I can see why he didn't like those lads in the tree. If you know what I mean. The old MSK boys. He looks like a different man, doesn't he? Haircut, short tights. He is good. Surely he's on for a promotion to, well, a move over to the main roster. I'm not going to call it promotion. You can't get promoted from NXT. I think he looks better like this, personally. He looks, it's going to sound stupid, he looks more serious. I mean, I don't really care about aesthetics in terms of, like, you know, the aesthetics being the be-all and end-all, but I think this look for him and his current gimmick and how he is on the show, I think it works more for him. It's about to get crazy, says Booker T. Man. Whoop, we're bouncing straight away. Whoop, near fall for Siobhan. You've got a little penis, Wes. That's what Siobhan's saying there. Fighting talk, obviously. Whoa, Christ alive. Huge drop kick from Siobhan. Another near fall. Anyone else in their 30s watching the chat think it's disgusting what Siobhan can do for a man of his age? 12 years old, and look at him. And then look at me, 32, sat here in front of a Christmas card that says Becky Grinch. Fantastic scenes, though. What a card. I don't know where they're available from. Wrestle Crate. Up the Wrestle Crate. All I want for Christmas is you manga. Ooh, maga. The lads are flipping around the ring like there's no tomorrow. Whoa. Heavy landed for Siobhan right on his neck. Wesley taking control. Some of the chat comments here. I'm 40. Yes, Siobhan Evans' prowess in the ring is bothersome. 34-year-old, and I'm very bitter about it. I'm 39, probably couldn't even get up in the ring. Sat here, 32, and had 2 knee surgeries. I'm 36, watching you watching wrestling. I feel worse at being second hand. My bones ache just watching him. I'm 27 and I'm bitter. It's fantastic to see that feeling's not just me. I mean, obviously these people work hard at their talent, but I feel like if I try to become Siobhan Evans, I would break all the bones. And then some more, as Wesley gets another near fall. These lads need to put the pedal to the metal. Get more falls in while it's a one-on-one matchup and there's a fresh man coming in. Come on, get a wriggle on. James Borbath, 51. 55 and I survived cancer. Age ain't nothing compared to that. Well, that's fair play, the old SW dude. Bloody well done. Bloody well done. Congratulations, you know what I'm saying. Oh, this is different. Punches to the spine of Siobhan. Can you bounce without a spine? I assume he just would fall over. Just flump like. We're getting shoot strikes from both men. Siobhan bouncing off the ropes. Shoot Hurricane Rana. Dilly ding dilly dong. Bouncy drop kick misses. Bouncy stompy hits from Wesley. All the bouncies. Is 61 the oldest watcher of this very stream? If you're older than 61, let me know. Big tope suicida from Wesley. Ava being her dad, or bringing her dad in as Ava being her dad. Ava bringing her dad in as the fifth man would be jokes. We have a 98-year-old watching Double A there. Oh, Anderson watching. How you doing on? Emmett is actually 86. Ted Bundy getting a shout for the mystery man. Fair play. That would be a miracle if he was there. But I would make him the favourite. 27. 21 but feel 80. I feel that. Big lariat from Siobhan. Big forearm from Siobhan. Duck from Siobhan. Back suplex. Nope. Reverse from Wes. Calling spots. Blue Thunder bombish nearly. Oh, God. The shutters are rattling again. Storm Dara batters the office. Oh! Wesley catches the old cutter attempt. Stunner. Shoot pin. Look, he's so close to the ring. Oh, my God. He's got the fall. Wesley, advantage. As this is the beauty of the Iron Survivor. Siobhan's got to go to the box. Never slow down. Hey, amigo, I'm in the match now. Nathan Frazer's in, so obviously the beauty is now Trick's got to sit in that box for another minute or more. Nathan and Wes. Nathan's being a dick, pandering to the crowd. Get the pinfall, Nathan. He's a tired boy and you're a fresh man. He is very good at wrestling, isn't he? There's a super chat. Sorry. Black Mega Man, thank you very much. Don't feel too bad. I'm 35-year-old watching a 32-year-old watching the really athletic young lad. So there's levels to this. Up the Shagger Joel. No, no, no. Down with the Shagger Joel. Now, Joel's a nice man. Just don't want his ego to get out of control, you know, and he starts shooting on people in the office, you know. You know how it goes. Office camaraderie. Hierarchies. Joel will become like the Ultimate Warrior soon in terms of contract demands and not the other stuff. Whoa! Whoop. Nathan bails on the tope suicida. Heel kick from Wesley as Siobhan is coming back into the match. Nathan effed up by not getting his fall in. Well, it was just a singles match. Now it's a triple threat, Nathan. Now it's surely harder. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Siobhan Evans over the corner turnbuckle. Montez Ford-esque. For main roster viewers, I guess. Jordan's back, also up the shagger, Joel. Oh. He's bouncy, as in bouncing from one to the next. Unconfirmed reports. I'm not here to confirm nor deny. What he does in his beds and the beds of other people is not in my control. Wesley goes to break up a pinfall with a nice flip. Siobhan moves about 5 minutes before he takes off from the mat. What the hell's he going for here, Siobhan? Just a slam. Oh, late kick out from Wesley. Where is Nathan Frazer? He is holding his ribs. Is he winded? Will he have to slow down? I believe Joel is 27 or 28, I believe. One of the two. Oh, Nathan up to the top rope like a cat. Look at me, amigo. I am a fear lion. Fearless fear lion. Fear lion? Whatever. Sling blade by Nathan. Whoa, didn't think Siobhan would be taking the second fall so soon. No, no. I've just noticed that Nathan's tights are quite Hollywood Hogan-esque. God, this is edge of the seat stuff, let me tell you. Another roll-up. It's like we're at the bloody circus. Roll up, roll up. Roll up again. Nathan is outstanding at the wrestling. Whoop! Siobhan's been sent over the top, but he's landed on Wes. Going for a powerbomb, reverses into a shoot hurricane rana as Wes into the apron. Le apron. Whoa! Thought Nathan made a mess of that tope suicida there. Looked like his legs got caught on the rope, but no. Axiom's going to be devastated. His amigo fighting for himself instead of the tag team. Didn't even appear with his tag team title. Means nothing to him. Disgusting. What a question there from Jay. Would I rather watch the Iron Survivor or a Heritage Cup match? I'd say Iron Survivor. Iron Survivor is more like Christmas. Once a year. Whoop! Oh, Ethan Page is here. With his Russian oligarch-looking Titantron. And font. Ego! Whoa! Pump kick from Ethan Page. Lariato from Ethan Page. Another pump kick from Ethan Page. See, this is what you're meant to do. No dicking about. Get the win. Oh, he's been rolled up. Nathan Frazer gets the fall. What do I know? Nathan's reaction there. Oh! Doing the old finger click thing like it's 2001, a thing I still can't do. Can anyone do that properly? Oh, I can't never do it. Bye-bye, amigo. Ugh. Egg on Ethan Page's face. No, you can't do that, you dickhead. Get in the box. Yeah. What's Siobhan doing there? Whoa! Nathan Eddy gets rolled up by Wes while Siobhan dicks in front of... Literally dicks. In front of Ethan Page. Big kick from Siobhan. Slap from Siobhan. He's gone for a double. No, he's not. Just on Nathan now. Never slow down. Oh, lovely. Lariato from Nathan to Wes, who does a DDT on Siobhan. Kick out from Siobhan. Jordan in the chat there, I've heard that that's Matthew Gregg's favourite wrestler who just got pinned. He must be fuming. There's a story there that Matthew's not telling the lads on the podcast. Between himself and Ethan Page. One day it'll come out. Maybe we need to pay Matthew 50,000 comic books. Or 50,000 1990s games or something to get the real scoop. The exclusive, the shoot interview on why he hates Ethan Page with all of his being. Nathan up top. Phoenix Splash. Oh, Ethan Page with a shoot roll-up. It's a tete-a-tete. You do that to me, I do that to you. Oh, where did Nathan's face get effed up? Blood everywhere. What a nice little bit that was with Ethan Page there. In the box. All hope is lost. Out the box. Gets a win. Gets a pin, sorry. Siobhan been in there the longest, but he has one less fall than everybody else. Oh, Siobhan again going for the cutter. Blocked by Page. Wesley. Almost like a disaster kick on Ethan Page on the apron. Heel kick from Wesley. Now we're having a game of the old chicken fight without the swimming pool bit. Siobhan on Ethan's shoulders. Doomsday device on the floor. The dicks working together as a bloody team. Oh yeah, we're not far away from finding out who is the fifth man. Ober's locked in for my goal, my pick. Bouncy! Big Javon flying high. Like an aeroplane. Javon up top. Ethan Page is knackered. Frog splash. 6 stars. Oh! Wesley stops the only man without a fall getting a fall. Nathan Frazer's back in the match. The fifth man is nearly here. Who is the fifth man? Nathan straight away. Springboard. Axe handle. Oh, now we're getting intricate. All 4 men in the ring. Moves to each other. There's kicks. More kicks. Bear kicks. Lots of kicks. Couldn't be more kicks. And they've all kicked to the... There we go. Who is the fifth man? All 4 men are down. It's like Andy's walked in the room. The toys are down. It is over. Oh! They are buggered. Oh! Get a fall quickly because once he's in there, you're not getting another one. What are they doing? You can't wait for him to get in the match. He's back. Oh, the strut's back and everything. I'm Obafemi from Yorkshire. Oh, he's running. Sit down, Javon. Well, he's going to win. Hopefully he wins so we forget about the 2 losses to Tony D. A little blight on the copybook of Obafemi. He looks even bigger. Nathan goes for a move against Obafemi in the sky and gets put down with an uppercut. Oh, Siobhan gets one in. Fair enough. Siobhan again. Bouncy, bouncy. Yeah! Claudio Castagnoli, shades of that from Oba, gets a fall. Uppercut out the sky. Siobhan's buggered here. All 4 men have won. He's gotten out. Ethan Page, ever the idiot, trying to take the fight to Obafemi. Not working. Duck. Backbreaker. Uranagi fashion. Oh. Wesley kicking Oba right in the cheeks. Here we go again. Oba catches Wes. Throwing powerbomb. He's back. He's on form. Nathan's going to have to make the save here. Come on, Nathan. He's got there. And now Oba is stalking Nathan. Nathan evades. Going for the springboard. What's he doing? Trying to shoot Hurricane Rana. No, 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 Nathan. Throwing powerbomb. No. Sit out powerbomb. It's over. It's academic. 1, 2. Oh, he's pulled the ref out. Why's my voice gone like that? I don't know. He's going to break the box. He's going to break the box. He's going to swing and aim for Ethan's head. Miss Ethan, break the box. Oh, no, maybe not. Fair enough. Oh, no, Siobhan's locked in the box because Ethan Page is lifeless. Oh, no, he's back up now. His body's right in front. Oh, the camera's gone. What's going on? Jordan saying, call the police. Ross, thank you very much for the donation to Ross. Thank you, Ross. Good evening. Chuckling at the... My voice is gone here. Javon's off the pod. There you go. Swanton bomb. Good evening, Ross. Chuckling at the pod. Matthew seeing the bonk machine vid for the first time despite it being around for years. First time for me as well. I've visited that fence. Big cutter from Javon. It's even Stevens, but with odd numbers. It's 1-1, 1-1-1. Call the police. The old bonk machine. You know the bonk machine. Try and put your card in the bonk machine to get some money. You have to see the video. It's a Scottish thing. You have to see the video. That's the first time I've seen it as well, to be fair. I did see someone say it's Inverness, though. Inverness. Not wherever Matthew said it was. Scotland all the same, though. Oba's asking Siobhan, hit me, you little bitch. And Siobhan does it. Oh, and Oba's selling it. Swing! Swing! Dive, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Oh, they're all ganging up on Oba now. Up the wee mad race. We're sending that video in for the podcast. I see how it is. Matthew never does the work for himself, does he? It's always someone else doing the work for him. Bastard. The most devious bastard of the Cultaholic Wrestling podcast. Nathan and Siobhan continue to gang up on Oba. Oba fighting back. Nathan sent off the top with a big shot. Oh no, he's hanging on. He's got Siobhan up now as Oba. And now he's doing the old Cena with Big Show at Edge. Oh, Wesley puts an end to it. What a dick. Hoof! They are all now fully teaming up to go against Oba. I cannot believe it. That precious little lamb, Oba Femi. Sit down, Siobhan. Yeah! Bosh! Go on, Oba. Oh! Sit down. Nobody does it like Oba. Up. Down. Ethan Page has rolled him up. He can't pin him for 3. He can't. He has. Oba's got a kick out of that. Ethan's half his size. 3/4 of his size. That's the one weakness of Oba Femi we've learned. Well, 2. Maybe 3. He hates women. That's a definite character trope of Obafemi that we learned over the last few months. He doesn't like families. We learned that as well with his stuff with Tony D. And roll-ups. Roll-ups are the kryptonite. Oh! Oh, he's got him. Javon's got 2. Ethan's got 2. The rest of the lads got 1. What a little bit of action there that was. A nice call back to the title match back in the day. Or the number 1 contenders match back in the day. No, it was the title match back in the... Yeah. Get in the box, you dick. Oh, imagine being locked in a box with Oba. Fantastic. Eat him, Oba. Eat that man. Oba's got 30 seconds to eat this man. Get in there. Yeah. Now, if you were Oba, you'd just wipe him out, wouldn't you? You'd just wipe him out. My voice is gone here. Page tries to escape out the top. Pull his kecks down. Get his arse out. Let's go. Oba's got 10 seconds to have his way with Ethan Page inside the box. The penalty box. He could have done more damage there. He could have done if he wanted to. Page is locked in that box for 30 seconds. Slap to Nathan Frazer's titties. Heel kick from Wes. This is... Who knows which way it's going to go. We've only got a minute and a half left. Wesley sent over the top to the floor. Big bump for Nathan. We're gridlocked here. No one's in the lead. Whoop. He's sending Javon into the box, potentially with Ethan trying to get out the box. There could be a big collision. Javon sent into the door. All 5 men back in the match. Nathan going after Oba. He's in a power slam position. Now he's on the apron. Less than 1 minute for someone to get the win. Someone needs to get a fall in the next 43 seconds. I can't even see. I'm blind, Deck. I'm blind. Big kick from Wes. It looks like it's one of Wes, Oba, or Nathan. Although we saw with Trick last year, you can get many falls very quickly at the end and win. Such is the beauty of the Iron Survivor. 25 seconds to go. Double choke slam Oba. Pins both of them. Oh! Does that count as 2 falls then? Oh! Je ne sais quoi, Chef Michaels. Javon with the big cutter. 3 seconds to go. He's not doing it. What a finish. Oba goes from 1 fall to 3 with 1 move on 2 men. Chef Michaels sprinkling the little bits of brilliance again. I've just put a lovely bit of wet. I'm getting too excited. A sticky white substance went on that microphone. Disgusting scenes from me. Oba gets the win. Oba goes on to challenge Trick Williams. I'm safe in saying that, surely. Surely it won't be Ridge Holland winning the title tonight. Trick is buggered. Yes, to steal Jack the Jobber's catchphrase, the ending of that match absolutely fingered. Sean Ross Sapp likes to say things humped on Twitter. Jack the Jobber brilliantly coining the fingered phrase. Did you think that match fingered? Let me know in the chat. Like the double fall finish. Lou 67 up the Oba and the carrot cake. Ugh. Not carrot cake. We're seeing 4 fingers given for this match. Fingers all over the place. It fingered 1,000%, the Kansas Cat's saying. 4.25 fingers. My goodness me, there's fingers everywhere. Ethan Page gutted in the box. Oba being world champion's the right thing. I mean, it doesn't make much sense in terms of him just losing 2 matches to Tony D. Maybe Tony D should be champion before Oba. I don't know. Or getting shots at the title at least before Oba does. Oh, Rolling Courage, I missed your tip. Thank you very much. Hello, Ross. Congrats on your engagement. If you could send modern-day Booker T to the past to provide commentary for a classic wrestling moment, which moment would you choose? Oh, that's a hell of a question. Francis Candle, I'm just not a fan of Carrot Cake. Never have been, never will be, I don't think. Why would I send Booker T back for a classic wrestling moment to do the commentary on? I would send Booker T back to... Whoa, that's a loaded question. Noah saying the match absolutely fingered. Copyright by Jack, I agree. Puppet Boy, I agree. Carrot Cake is the worst cake. I think Booker T would do brilliantly on a moment like... I know he was part of the... no, because they didn't have commentators for the Shockmaster, did they? Ah, man, that's got to be Kane. That was in my mind first and foremost. It's got to be like a big debut like that where he can just go mad. Oh, man. Mickey versus Trish at WrestleMania 22. Great answer from Jay Grells in the chat there. What he would say when Mickey James does the thing, who knows what might happen. Yeah, it's got to be one with like a debut or a shock appearance or something like that. Kane's a good one, though. It's an obvious one as well. I'm trying to think of like a more... Maybe when the New Day broke the tag team title record. My throat's fully gone here. Oh, I'm getting old. Everyone just mentioning horny moments now. Edge and Lita on Raw getting a shout as well. Vintage Biscotti, of course. When Mr. Chase pinned Mello in slacks, he would have been doing the commentary then, wouldn't he? Or was that Wade? My timelines are getting mixed up there. A big long promo now for Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. SNME. If you are on the Patreon, by the way, should I do WTF moments for SNME? I'm guessing it's like a pay-per-view. Hard times, baby. Big Emmett saying yes. What tier are you on, Emmett? And what tier are you on if you're on the Patreon? Patreon.com/Cultaholic. If you're able to. Thank you for the support, of course. Val Venus is Willie cutting. Booker T on that would have been fantastic. Steven Skoda is saying yes, he would love to see WTF. I think I probably will do. Is it next Saturday? The wrestling's non-stop. Saturday night's main event. Undisputed champion. Samantha Irvin's voice still being used, even though she's gone. Events. God, there's been a lot of Saturday night's main events. Apparently there's one on January the 25th, 2025, as well as December the 14th, 2024. I did not know that. Can anyone in the chat? Don't say unfortunately, Emmett. Thank you very much. I was just genuinely curious. Giulia's on the silver tier. It's free on YouTube. Yes, we had that established earlier, just in case you missed it earlier. It is on YouTube in the UK. SNME. Miguel, nice to see you. Good evening. Hope I haven't missed much. Cheers from North Kakalaki. You haven't missed much. You've just missed the big return of Obafemi and the wonderful finish of the Iron Survivor men's match. Oba had to get to 3 falls. He was on 1 fall. He got 2 falls with 1 move. Double choke slam. As we now look at a train. The Tamina train. Oh no, it's Lexus King. He's such a nice man. Hello, Matlock fan. Why is he at the show if he didn't qualify for the event? What are you doing here, Lexus King? Oh, yes, his father. His life changed forever in Minneapolis. Oh, he got dumped there. Left on the side of the road. He's not chasing ghosts, he's chasing humans. You're not struggling now, Lexus King. Everyone knows you're a nice guy. I'll get the super chats after the promo. I'm hanging on his every word. He's still trying to prove he's a nice guy. Wren QCC, that's a typo on the screen. Wren QCC. 2009 Randy Orton, Myles Borne there. Tavion Heights. Zaria getting that pump on. Jordan, thank you very much for the super chat. Can you do that with your facial hair? No, I can't. Leave me a note. Only Lexus King can do that. The ropes are gone. It's underground next. L, thank you very much for your super chat as well. Evening, Ross, you sexy bastard. Up the Uber feminists. Any early Rumble winner picks. Mine is Sammy for the men's with a brutal Owens beatdown right after. I would like. Why are the security guards going, yeah, come on, guys. No one cares about you, goons. What's happening here? After that Punk promo on Raw, where he hallucinated, stood up on the ropes and pointed at the imaginary sign in the sky, I thought that's going to be used for a promo package. So I'm going to go Punk for the men's. For the women's, I'll go... Brrr. Oh, the women's is a bit more open, isn't it? Not as many leading contenders. Jaida Parker. Nah, too soon for Jaida Parker. Rollins is going to cost Punk in the Rumble. I can see that happening as well, to be fair. Io Sky's a good shout for the Women's Rumble. Harrison James with an astute observation there. There will be no standing up from Booker T during this match. If he did, obviously the announce table would fall over. You know why. You don't need me to say. Logan Kerr, thank you very much. Had an amazing time at Survivor Series. It was in my home of beautiful Vancouver. It did look nice, I've got to say. Didn't realise there was as many mountains as close to the city centre as it looked like on those panoramic shots they were using. I was there for my stag, early one, getting married in April. Epic night. Congratulations, Logan Kerr. I'm absolutely crapping my pants for my stag do. Because I've been on a few now and I've not enjoyed watching what's happened to the stag. And I don't want that to happen to me, but it's going to happen to me, and I don't like it. I'm not going to say certain things I've seen. It's not suitable for YouTube, quite frankly. What did they do to you, Logan Kerr? What was your, punishment, so to speak? I see it as a punishment. The situations you find yourself in as a stag. Oh. Needless to say, the one I went to in Benidorm, that's the worst things I've ever seen done to a stag in my career. My stag career. What the hell was that, huh? So I'm going to go for a Lola Vice win here, I think. I do declare. No punishment. I did make a profit at the casino, though. Is it really a stag do, then, Logan Kerr? Must be a different stag culture up there in Canada. She was part of it, yeah, Hound Demon. It was awful. That's all I'm saying. See, I'm not going to Benidorm for my stag do. Not a chance. Maybe your stag would be a first-class fight with NXT PLE. A boy can dream. Unfortunately, most of my pals at home do not like wrestling, so I doubt that'll happen. Here we go, then. The security personnel are still going wild around the ring. If anything, they're detracting from the seriousness of the affair for me. They should be wary. Stunning mullet on that man, though. On the far left there. Fantastic scenes. Lola has her hair done up like a mama fighter. That's how you know she's serious with this affair. Forehead check, is that right? Vic on commentary said the security were fans from the universe. That's disgusting. Disgusting scenes. Why aren't I there? Where was my invite? Here comes Miss Parker. Will Booker T mention the B word? OTM supporting their gal. Oh, OTM earned their money this evening. A great walk out there. Logan Kerr's back. Stag was literally a barbecue, pay-per-view and casino. Got drunk, though. See, I would love that, but it's not going to happen. I'm in for a bad time. Ruthless stags I've been on. Terrible scenes. Terrified for mine. Mike Rome with the big ring introductions. Oh, together. Lola Vice. Booker T still with 0 biscotti mentions. Has he been told to stop by the powers that be? I thought you said Shayna Parker there. Miss Parker. Thank you, Logan Kerr. Oh, shoot knee to begin. She's mounted that lady. Mounted her. Punches everywhere. Shoot spine buster by Jaida Parker. Lola getting dragged by the hair and arm. Oh! Security marks taken out. Marks. Oh! Oh! Looked like a shoot fall from Jaida Parker into the announce table there. Saw one. Scoop slam. Oh, Jesus Christ. Me bollocks have just dropped. I've hit puberty finally. Oh, goodness me. Well, Vincent van der Hook in the chat there. Apparently none of them, because they're all just fans. Triangle choke from Lola Vice. The old Hell's Gate. Parker swings to reverse, though. The zombie referee is the referee picked for this one. He's already dead. It really has ruined my voice, the Newcastle match. Yeah. Shoot kicks from Lola Vice. More shoot kicks. All the shoot kicks. Bosh. Oh, it's the back elbow that knocked out Lola Vice on Tuesday night. Hasn't done it this time, though. Her jaw has hardened. Calloused. Darn calloused. That looks like a knockoff AJ Styles in the background then. It's really distracting. Looks like he would be like a really bad country singer. I love my dog. My dog died and I became sad. Drank JD till the cows came home. Morning, Billy. Thank you for the tip. Hope you're doing well, by the way. Hope you're having a great day, he says. Ross, will you be calling the psychic for the Rumble again? Up the gilly. Probably. Worked well last year. What did they keep saying that was pissing me off? I've forgotten completely. There was a turn of phrase he kept using, that psychic. That was really annoying. I've not even thought about that video since it went live, to be honest. Jaida Parker using one of the security marks at ringside. Lola kicks him in the face. Fantastic scenes. Sit down, son. Shoot spinny kicks from Lola. Low super kick to the gut. Oh! Well done. Well timed on the old button press there for the ring post graphics going wrong. Shoot shot there from Lola Vice. Jaida Parker now working on the battered wrist. Oh, that was a hip attack. I was wondering why just Jaida Parker ran into the apron there back first. But it was the arse attack. How can she strike with one hand, Vic? That is the story we're telling now, as Jaida Parker knees the hands. Arm bar. Nope. Yep. Not an armbar, just using it to open up Lola Vice's face for an attack. Oh no, the glove's been taken off. There's no coming back for Lola Vice's hand. Oh, Jaida Parker's put the fighting glove on. Oh, yes, man. Still haven't heard Booker T say biscotti, by the way. I love to see women fight at a high level, says Booker T. Probably not for the right reasons, but he loves to see it all the same, so does Booker. We know he's a dirty old man at times, Booker T. Especially when Jaida Parker's on the show. Matlock fans in Tesco at this hour. It ain't so fun when the rabbit got the gun, says Booker T. Full of such wise words. Really wise words. Who's top of my biscotti list? I mean, that's not for me to say. I prefer judging these ladies and their prowess inside the wrestling ring. The moves they do. The stories they tell. But also Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. As Jaida Parker now wraps a thing around Lola Vice's wrist. Oh, it's the karate belt, I do believe. Pink in colour. He should tie her up here. The wrist is kind of getting damaged there. I don't know what we're going for here, Jaida Parker. Pull! Oh, there we go. God, that's really distracting. I don't know if it's getting picked up on the microphone. Storm Dara making the shutters here make loud banging noises. I'm so scared. I'm all alone in here. Park has Vice up, Vice reverses. She's using the belt because her wrist can't do things anymore. Lariat, well, not quite lariatos everywhere. Big headbutt by JP. Fireman's carry from Miss Parker. Samoan drop. Am I ready for the punishment on Monday? No, I'm not. No, I'm not at all. Not looking forward to it. I don't know where to do it. Because if I do it in the office, it's got to be fumigated for ages, surely. But that made the wind leave Lola Vice's sails. An arse attack from the apron to the top half of the stairs that have had the bottom half taken away from them. Or is it just it's just the bottom half of the stairs? I don't know why I made that more complicated than it had to be. Do it outside. If you do it in the office, it's going to sting for yonks. But then does that not take away from the punishment? Because I thought if I did it outside, people would say, well, you're outside. That just doesn't make the smell as severe. Are people happy for me to do it outside? Because if so, I'll do it outside. DJ Rocco, hello. Thank you very much for the donation. Just some love for you, for your list, Ross. Much love, good sir. I'll play some sexy Red at my gig for you tonight. Ugh. Not a fan of sexy Red's music. I'm not doing it in my car. I've asked Adam to order a bucket and some Radox so I can wash myself deeply before I get in my car. Change your clothes, everything's happening. Taking no chances. The brick! It's the brick! I love my brick. Oh! Kick instead of the brick. Lola's locking in a chokehold on Jaida Parker. Grapevine. She's tapping, ref. Is she not? Looked like she was tapping there. Meh. Oh, she's inches from the brick. Lola kicks the brick away. Oh, Jaida's got out of it. Vice go for a standing suplex. Whoop! Lola had the brick, but Jaida does a shoot German to get rid of said brick. The brick is now in the possession of Jaida Parker. It's all about the brick. Oh! God, she's in a shoot backhand with a broken wrist. She's a crazy lady, is Lola Vice. Get a roll. It's locked in now. She's going to tap out or pass out, one of the two. Pass out rather than tap if we're doing it this way, Jaida Parker. She's passed out, fair enough. Lola Vice gets the win. Surely we get one more between these two. But how will Lola Vice's broken hand go for her heading forwards? Will it be shades of Logan Paul? In terms of having metal put in, which will aid her in her future fights. Anything can happen. As the zombie ref raises Lola Vice's hand, and she shakes that ass. Sorry, everybody. Just remember to open it under some water. It'll neutralize some of the smell and stop the liquid spurting all over. I'm going to have to do it outside, aren't I? Oh, I hate doing stuff outside around here because like, we're surrounded by offices. So there's people with like actual jobs just all around us, looking outside the window at us dicking about from time to time. And you can just see they think less of us every single time they see us do something. But, you know. Yeah, I enjoyed the underground match. Good story with the hand. And the brick. And we'll hopefully get one more between them. Because that's what the storyline's been building to, in my opinion. Let them be jealous. Well, I'll do it outside then. Because I was worried about doing it outside and people going, well, you're outside. The smell will just disappear into the atmosphere. So my plan is I need to find a second bucket, actually. I'm going to have a bucket filled when I've got Adam to get some muscle relaxing Radox for some, well, that was the cheapest on Amazon. So I was like, just get some of that. I'm going to have a bucket with nice hot water. With that filled up next to me. Give myself a facial. Probably be sick a few times and then dip my head in the bucket. Black Mega Man, they have not been giving me trouble because of the new playlist that's taken Spotify by storm called Frat Boy Killer, which I put in my head and then walk down Northumberland Street and take them all on. 238 people have also saved the playlist. As we now see a little promo package. Oh, we're getting reminded about Chase U with Trick Willie on commentary. Ooh, I'm willing you to win, Mr. Chase, while I sit there and do nothing at ringside. I haven't forgotten Trick. I don't know if this will work. Here's the Spotify code. Does that work if you Oh, that's so blurry. That's not going to work, is it? Not a chance. I'll get right close to the camera. Let's see if it works. Anything to distract me from this Chase U promo. Oh, that light. Oh, that's not working, is it? Anyway, Frat Boy Killer. Fantastic scenes. Not Lord Bolt in the chat there. Oh my God. Iron Survivor. Eddy Thorpe wiped out at the end of NXT as we saw on Tuesday. Ava says she found a replacement. I assume that Oba was the guy who rocked him at just at the end of NXT with the Robert Stone soup bit. Oba gets the spot as the TBA. Oba gets the win. Oba has returned. Yeah, just search Frat Boy Killer. So big. There you go, James the Matlock fan. Link in the chat there if you want to click on that one. I'll add to it sporadically. I mean, there's a fair few tunes on there. I just thought I'd do it because there was a mailbag question a couple of weeks ago asking about theme tunes to listen to walking down Northumberland Street. I mention it all the time on tier lists. So this is the definitive collection. The description I've put is, listen to these while approaching a gaggle of frat boys. Their gel-ridden hair and leather jackets cannot stop you. They won't stop you. Like Spike as well. Mad Rach, I agree with you. We're on 305. Let's try and get to 400. Let's try. Let's go. So who is this person speaking to Andre? I've seen Bodie mentioned. Bodie Hayward. I think that would be weird. Oh, but James, it's the different Al Snow theme. It's not what everybody wants. It's when Al Snow was a heel. What a tune it is. Shoots of hope for the U. Andre packing up. I was in tears watching this at home. Could not believe my eyes. Ross, at their peaks, what did you enjoy more week to week, AEW or 2.0? It's a very, very difficult question. Because AEW, up until about 2022, was so far ahead, I thought, of everything else. In terms of being like a serious wrestling show. But NXT took me back to the 1990s. So I enjoyed them in different ways. It's a hard one to answer. Depends how silly I was feeling that week, basically. That's what I'd say. So who's that voice? Can't work it out. Jordan, thank you very much for the donation. I think the man in the doorway is Shane Douglas. A good school needs a dean. What does Shane Douglas do these days? Last time I saw Shane Douglas, it's when he had that shoot appearance at Raw. Oh, here we go. Look at the state of Nathan. He's in no shape to do a tag team title match. We got this, amigo. Vamos. Vamos. So Nathan Frazer, expect him to tag himself in here. Get involved when Axiom doesn't want him to. Expect Nathan to eat the fall. That's what I'm predicting here. Revolutionary stuff from me, I know. But yeah, last time I saw Shane Douglas is when he had that appearance at Raw in the crowd, when he had a mask on. And he took it off, expecting everyone to go, oh my God, it's Shane Douglas. And not one person reacted. I'm sure he gets up on a... It's been a while since I've seen it. I'm sure he gets up on a chair and starts going like, look at me. I'm Shane Douglas. Meh. Not one person reacts and he leaves. Look at Ava setting the cat among the pigeons here. The pigeons being the NXT Tag Team division. Lighting a fire under their collective behinds. Would not be surprised if Owen Musselwhite's comment in the chat there becomes true. Going for a fraction win here. Always think they're going to lose and they never do. This seems like the time to do it. How long can you do a breakup angle for and keep people interested? Someone has sent me a tip in the chat with an inappropriate name. Thank you, inappropriate name. Ross, I have a great punishment idea. Walk down Northumberland Street on a busy Friday or Saturday night whilst wearing something embarrassing and without any music to help you. That's content. Yeah. I guess it is, yeah. There was always something about doing stuff in public in terms of getting like other people's permission to film them. That was always a bit of a... a thing to get through, but definitely doing something down Northumberland Street it'll happen in the future, I imagine. Because we can't just film random people and then put them on the internet against their consent, potentially. We Mad Rage, that's huge news in the chat there. Are you paid it off in 5 installments like I am? £13 something a month? So it doesn't feel like you've paid 67 quid for a kettle? Black Friday deal. How's it treating you, We Mad Rage? I can't imagine life without mine now. I've even started drinking tea because of it. What a kettle. There he is. Voices in his head, Randy Orton 2009. Tavion Heights. Awful ring jacket from Tavion. Had to be said. Well, birthday money's the way to go. We Mad Rage is good to hear as well. Ninja kettles are class. That is Drew Gulak's old theme. The NQCC theme now. It was their theme when Gulak was there as well. Look at him. He even kind of does a Randy Orton pose. Wow. Oh, will Nathan run out here? Even though he's meant to be not slowing down ever. That's how his catchphrase goes. Oh, no, he's not there. Oh, no, he's risen up. Oh, he is running. He's fine. Oh, no, he's selling the back. He looks pissed. He's had a whiskey backstage. We Mad Rich mainly got the Calcushes or do a lot of hot water bottles for various pain. And you can't use boiling water with it. Means I do have to babysit the kettle so it doesn't get too hot. That is the great thing about it. Set your own temperature and it'll keep that temperature for half an hour. It's a revolutionary kettle. Do you still not got birthday money? James Ballbath in the chat there. I still get a bit of birthday money off me mum. Bit of Christmas money. Tag Team Championships. Introducing the challengers. Weighing a combined weight of 374 pounds, 2009 Randy Orton and Tavion Heights. And introducing the champions. They are the NXT Tag Team Champions. Axiom. With their fractious relationship. Do 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 do. That's a new referee. I don't recognize him. God, me throat. Goodness me. Goodness me. It's gone. So this is interesting. It's bloody gone. Despite saying I'm knackered and Axiom saying I'll do most of the work, Nathan Frazer starts the match. Oh, and how much is a season ticket at Notts County? God, my throat's in tatters here. Axiom gets tagged in. Nathan's playing ball. Nose is knackered. Not being too valiant. Tagging in his fresher tag team partner. Lovely pin from Fraxiom. He does origami with humans. Bloody hell. I would agree with that, not Lord Bolt. Very good maneuver. I do like Tavion. Shoot amateur wrestler doing shoot amateur throws in a professional wrestling context. My God. My balls are dropping live on stream. Again. $175 for a season ticket is delightful news to hear. He's even got Randy Orton looking like patterns on his tights now. Myles Borne. Oh, Nathan's not studying the injuries anymore. Oh, yes, he is now. Don't worry. OTM on the scene. I imagine now we're going to get the whole tag team division out there. We all want a piece of the action, says Booker T. Great sell from Tavion through the ropes, right to the feet of OTM. Axiom with a big kick on Randy Orton. Orton on the outside. Oh, man. Tope suicided Randy. Tope suicided Tavion. Another one to Randy. Another one to Tavion. Oh, Nathan's having to slow down. Stop making him work so hard, Axiom. Oh. Oh! Great distance on the belly-to-belly throw from Tavion over the top rope to Nathan. Yeah, I think it's a mass. James Borbath starting a discussion there in the chat about WWE ticket prices. They are disgusting. For a single big event where you know people will pay the money, but to exploit them like that is obviously not unexpected, but it is still disgusting. I remember buying tickets for Clash at the Castle 2022, and that left a big hole in my wallet, which I have not recovered from since. Getting 2 tickets for that show. I mean, all in was a nice change of pace, but I guess you got more seats to fill there with it being at Wembley. Look at the state of Nathan. Pull your mother's cowie face or what? £800 for one show is not on. He's even wrestling like Randy Orton now. Rest hold. Do you reckon Randy's watching this? Well, Randy's not watching this. Do you reckon Randy will see this and go, that's not on that? That's too much like me for you to get away with while I'm still here. Young man. Young Myles. Am I right in saying that WrestleMania tickets were still, like even at the very back, still in the 3 figures this upcoming year? I'm sure I saw that somewhere. Bloody hell. No. Nice move from Myles. It's like a spinny world's strongest slam. Hello, Kayla. It's been delightful. Big scoop slam from Tavion. Oh, Nathan's hanging on. Just about hanging on. Tickets for Grand Slam were $250 Australian. £125. That's alright if they're decent seats. For a show like that anyway. Lovely throw again from Tavion. Nathan made to bouncy around the ring. This might be it, you know. Like a dominator there from Tavion. Oh, Nathan hangs on. Myles cannot believe it. Hello? Audio's back. Where the flip's the camera? The computer just shut down. Said it ran into an issue and shut me down. Oh, where's the camera? Video capture device. Video capture device. USB. Oh, why is it not working? Bloody Nora. Bloody Nora. Bloody Nora. Oh, I've plugged it out. Plugged it back in. Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. Oh! Oh! Hello! Put that there. Drag it down. Video. Oh, where's the, there we go. Yeah, we're back. Is that it? Got the echo. Hello, is that muted the echo? Nope, need that one on. That one off. Hello. I am confident that is right. Much better. Thank God for that. Right, so the computer ran into an error and shut itself down there. As we find ourselves at the peak of this match, potentially Nathan with the pin. Tavion kicks out at 2. Oh. Yeah, please refresh if you can't see us. I've just had to unplug the camera and put it back in again. Audio is awful. I don't know what else to do apart from turn it down a little bit. It's still the same microphone. Audio is fine, thank God for that. Nathan, right. I missed a bit of the match there as well. Did I miss anything much? Oh, shoot, throw again from Tavion. He's treating Nathan like a javelin. This is it. Is this the end? Where's Axiom? Drop kick, powerbomb combo. Randy Orton with the pin. There's Axiom. He's back. Oh! Shoot knee from Axiom right to the chinny chin chin of Tavion Heights. Borne again doing that Randy Orton 2002 drop kick. Nathan gets him up top. Kick to the chops. Kick to the chops. Kick to the chops. I think I'm Jim Ross now, repeating things 3 times. Back out. Spanish fly from a Spanish man, potentially. Yeah. Oh, there he goes. Nathan's up top for the Phoenix Splash. They're going to win again, aren't they? Nope, there's Tavion. Oh! Tavion with the stepper breakup off Nathan's back. Axiom with a boot to the face. It's heating up this tag team match just like the computer down there, which turned itself off for no reason. Like Spike for this match if you haven't already. Let's get to 400. Oh no! Clearly a mistake, Nathan. Don't take it seriously. It's my least favourite trope in the wrestling at the minute. Shoot lariat toe from Randy Orton. Tavion. Oh! Right on his little spine. His lower back. This is it. It's happening. Combination DDT thingy bob. Tavion. He's kicked out again. Axiom will never lose. Shout out to that man in the Chase You t-shirt. The memories will never die. We now have grounds, though, for a Nathan Frazer definitive heel turn. Axiom taking on both fellas here. Nathan takes that kick seriously, even though it was clearly a mistake. I hope they don't do it. Chef Michaels knows better. Oh, they've done it! They are never going to lose! Owen Musselwhite in the chat earlier was correct. Oh, Nathan's being happy. Oh, thank God for that. Pisses me off now the amount you see an accidental collision. And then the recipient of the accidental collision taking it seriously. Silly billies. They're never going to lose. How many fingers are we giving this match? This match is fingered the most out of all the matches so far, in my opinion. 4.75 fingers for me. Solid. Le Evil Cultaholic, greetings Ross. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, you evil Frenchman. Probably. We're getting 3 fingers from Emmett, but he is a curmudgeon. 4.5 fingers from Notlob. That match fisted, says Rob Baker. Mart's giving it a whole fist. Top fingering, says Matlock fan. 4 fingers, we're getting in the chat. 2 fingers and a thumb. Goodness me. It forearmed. That is severe. Very severe. That was one head of a tag team match, my goodness me. A double fisting. 3.5 iron bruise. It's getting silly in the chat now. You can't bastardize a globally recognized rating system like the fingers. Or the humps. My throat is so bad. Ah! Ah! Oh, God, it's Rich Holland next, isn't it? Devil Kazuya in the chat there reminding me. Holland up next against Trick Willie. Surely Trick Willie gets the win. Surely. Are we back at like? Are we streaming in 1080p? Oh, there we go. It said I was streaming at 144p for a second there. I watched this the other day on the network. It was quite nice to see. Behind the scenes for Punk's return. Triple H telling them where to go. Not in the sense of telling them to F off. In the sense of just go to the 2 shark cages. But then Punk thought he meant go to the 2 big cages. But Triple H was like, no, just the 2 little cages at the front, please, pal. Poo-poo-poo-poo-poo. There you go. The lighting's better, Punk. You look beautiful. What will cuts? I agree. Time to go make a sandwich when Ridge's music hits. But I can't because I'm streaming. He's a much improved man, but he's not that good. IMO. Harsh but fair. I find this stuff very interesting, me. That must feel alright, wouldn't it? An arena full of people going wild for you. Bailey, a big fan of CM Punk. We see the first meeting of Corey Graves and Punk as well. As part of this video, the full version anyway. It's on the YouTube channel somewhere. Some YouTube channel. One of the YouTube channels. Thought him and Regal was a bit awkward. There was a meeting before that one there. I think Punk's like, nice to see you again. And Regal's like, But yeah, Corey Graves and Punk after the first meeting as part of the full version of the video. Don't know if we'll see it now. After that tweet, well, the series of tweets by Corey Graves. When I think he'd had a drink. Bless him, we've all been there, haven't we? Late at night on Twitter after a few cans. They say they need to have a talk later on. Dun dun dun. Good old, well, at this point, Kofi Kingston. Arsehole Kofi Kingston now. Terrible guy. Awful human, him and Xavier. I hope Big E comes back and fells the pair of them. Oh, I'm going to point at you. Ooh. No one's ever pointed at you before. How funny. There's Myles Borne there having a nice chat with CM Punk. They go way back to Myles Borne and CM Punk. Myles Borne who just failed in the tag team title match at Deadline. That is a nice bit with Myles Borne and CM Punk there, of course. He seems like a nice fella, doesn't he, Randy Orton these days? Who he was in his 20s seems to be a long gone. Long in the back mirror down the road there. Oh, I can barely see it. Sol Ruca warming up like only Sol Ruca would do. Main eventing the women's matches. Gilly from Gilly and Steve doing them stairs. High knees. Hoo-ha. Who the hell is that? What's the security guards? That was tough, wasn't it? It's the AJ Styles knockoff. He loves them. What is happening here? Oh, we're bickering here. What's going on? Just have a wrestle or kiss. Come on. Oh, he's knocked him out. Sparko. Wesley sucker punches Javon. I smell a match between them. That boy's salty. Trick Willie wins surely here. Ridge isn't going to be NXT champion. By the way, if you were participating in the Culty Awards this year, because Matthew's already made it known that he would pick Ridge Holland for his most improved in the entire wrestling world in 2024. Just let me repeat that. Matthew thinks Ridge is the most improved in the entire wrestling world in 2024. But if you were taking part in the Culties, who would be your most improved for this year? Ridge is winning, says Owen Musselwhite, who was right about Axiom. The guy's got chops. There won't be a culty voting thing going up. That's just me versus Jack. Dun dun dun. We're getting shouts for Dom. We're getting shouts for Naya, who was up there for me. Dom getting lots of shouts. Naya again. Nikita, really? Lash Legend was up there for me as well. That was my first thought when Matthew was like, Ridge. I was like, not even the best in NXT. It was Lash. Dom taking Paxley's a good shout. Liv getting a shout. Carrion is definitely more interesting, but I don't think he's quite best of the year. Hendry getting a shout. Nia Jax and Dom seem to be the top two. Statlander getting a shout from AEW. I think Jaida Parker's been at that level just about. She is getting better, definitely, but she was never like. The jump isn't as big as other people, if that makes sense. Emmett, sorry. Ethan Page getting a shout. Jonas agrees with Holland. Unless he means Joel Holland. Maxine Dupree getting a shout. Bo getting a shout. Age, a big AJ. We bring the boom. Bubba Ray Dudley getting a justified shout there. Anna Jay getting better. I agree. Bronson Reed booked better. I don't know if he's necessarily getting better in his own like prowess in the ring for me. Priest getting a couple of shouts. Willow. Looks like Dom and Nia are the most frequent two so far. Yeah, no, it's. I think if I went for Nia, Matthew would just bring up the chair shots from Survivor Series, wouldn't he? I'm trying to preempt what Matthew would do. See, I think Chelsea Green's much like Jaida Parker. She was always like that. It's just gone up a bit. Not too much, though. She's getting booked a lot better, that's for sure. I've done the Southern booked. Been doing too many voiceovers recently. Booked! I have to put my phone voice on for voiceovers, obviously. Can't have Geordie colloquialisms coming out. It was booked really good, like. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going live over Christmas. I've got a voiceover that's like 2 hours long. I'm not going to say what it is, though. But thank you to Pierce, who edited the entire thing. Atkins with the words. Me with the voice. And here comes Ridge with his funny theme. Ugh. Makes you sick, doesn't it? I don't want to sound like one of the kids, but he's just got Naora, the guy. Nay Riz. His beard is lopsided, can't confirm. I look a bit like Ridge. I don't think you're true there, but I'll take it. I don't think you're true. I don't think you're right. You know what I'm saying. Aura, you can't teach Yorkshire. You either have it or you don't. Well, he's definitely got Yorkshire. Yeah, he's got my Survivor Series 2021 beard? 2022? Whatever year it was, I had to die. I tried to do the Seth Rollins half black, half white. Didn't work. I left the bleaching too, well, the blonde side too long, so it went dark. So I had to dye it all black to make it match. Oh, we're getting the crowd pop for Trick. Prince references incoming, surely. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's Trick, man. Oh, there's no purple. Or is that purple? It's not, it's silver. No Prince references from Trick. Shocking. Shocking scenes. Booker didn't do his thing. Is Booker T selling fear on behalf of Trick Willie here? Oh, yeah, man. Trickin' ain't easy. Trickin' ain't easy, man. Grab your bitches. Now, if you haven't listened to WF Aggression, the album that came out in either 99 or 2000, I can't remember which, that'll sound wholly inappropriate to you. But if you do know that album, which is on Spotify, by the way, a couple of those songs are on the Frat Boy Killer playlist. That'll make a lot of sense to you. Or if you saw the unedited version of WrestleMania 2000. Championship. Pimpin' ain't easy, man. Pimpin' ain't easy. Pimpin' ain't easy, man. Grab your bitches. Big pimpin' poppin' off. Sorry, it's in me head now. Oh, but only won the breakout tournament at the beginning of this year? You've got to be joking. Maybe Ober is the most improved of the year. Look at the matches he's taken part in now. That is a fantastic shout. An eye-opening shout there in the chat. LJ Rousel. That might be my pick, you know. That might be my pick, and I will credit, if I remember the name, LJ Rousel. Ridge getting them big shots in straight away. He's going for the DDT already. On the neck he harmed on Tuesday. That would have been the end of the match. Trick laying the smacketh down on Ridge's candy arse. Or as Ridge would say, because he's English, Ridge's sweetie arse. That doesn't sound quite as good, does it? Oh, my heart of hair, in the heart of hair. Got Ridge's theme in the head now. Trick nearly misses the L drop kick. Spear. spear again from Trick. More like an edge spear. Not like a Big Justice spear, that's for sure. Big Justice spear better than Edge's. Adam Copeland. Whatever you want to call him. Mouse is moving by itself. That's scary. That's scary, isn't it? But Ruben Anthony, let's not talk bollocks now. Oh, he's selling the neck, Trick. It might play into the finish. Trick's head might literally fall off. Ridge said over to top. Over to top rope. I just read that comment there from Ruben Anthony again. To quote, can you improve on nothing? Obama didn't do anything in 2023, so yeah, there's no comparison. Obviously he meant over. But still, very funny, very nice. Ridge said head first into the ring post. Will he get some claret on his brow? I was wondering why he's wearing white. As we know, when wrestlers wear white, they bleed red. So the white becomes red. Up the autocorrect indeed. Trick is taking Ridge to the woodshed. Back out! Taking that young bar to the woodshed. Near fall-ish. Was never going to end the match. Trick continues to sell his neck. But not his back. Or his P-word or his crack. Jordan's back. Thank you very much, Jordan. Do you whoop that Trick? Or do you ridge that Holland? I whoop the Trick. That's what I do. I don't ridge any kind of Holland. Not a chance. You would never catch me ridging a Holland. Yeah. Surely it's going to be Trick winning this one. Surely. I think that would be bad business for NXT. Well, Devil Kazuya in the chat there, I agree with you. Because apparently, I've not even watched the live stream back, so I don't know what he predicted on the night. But he had 4 matches to pick from, didn't he? And got them all wrong, I heard, or something like that. So I think Pacitti should be doing the punishment, not me. But I am a man of the people. It is quite funny, though, because obviously we've got the Sir Strumming in. And I think the initial idea for the loser was to eat it. But nobody knew about my allergies to fish, which are very real, which I've mentioned on the podcast a few times. I say nobody knew. Sam and Adam didn't know, I don't think. I have mentioned on the podcast a fair few times. It gets stuck. So I was like, I'm just not willing to eat it. So I'll smear it on my face instead. That'll be great. I'm going to throw it out there. I reckon Adam, who sits next to Sam in the office, I reckon he helped Sam win. I'm going to go there. Prack. Trick selling the neck after some throws from Ridge. Big crowd for the show. Big business for NXT. Flans will... Flans? Wonderful puddings. Fans will flock out in their droves if Ridge wins, though. You watch. We Mad Rage, please have someone with an E-piping on standby. An E-pippin? What the hell's one of them? Also, you should put a small amount of it in a box in his desk drawer so they can share the suffering. But that means the rest of the office down there would share the suffering. Can't do that to all of them. I'll have to try and slip it in his... Oh, an EpiPen. Sorry, I see what you mean. I've never officially been diagnosed as allergic to fish. It's just I was eating a tuna salad at work about 9 years ago. And the tuna got stuck. And I ate tuna again, and it got stuck. And I ate tuna steaks, and they got stuck. So I stopped eating tuna. And then lockdown, I ate one bite of a salmon and cream cheese sandwich that Kayla had. And it got stuck. So, if that's not allergic to fish, I don't know what is. But apparently your body can do that. Like, as you get older, just start rejecting stuff. But it is bloody awful. Bloody awful. I've not had fish and chips in years because of it. Maybe I don't know how to eat fish. I was chewing. I can't confirm I was chewing. But it's horrible, though. It's like literally 2 hours of me just guzzling water. Endlessly trying to get it down my throat. And eventually it just sort of goes away. But would not recommend. Ridge with the long beat down now. Crossbody in the corner with Trick and a tree of woe. Or really a tree of Ridge. Because Ridge is woe. Woe Holland. Ridge Woland. Look at that angle of Trick's knee. What flexible knees he's got. Does he have an ACL? Does he have an MCL? Nobody knows. Nina is so allergic to fish, they will die from it. I don't know if I would die, but I reckon off Surstrom I'd be in hospital. Choking me life away. Maybe I would die as well. Neck breaker from Ridge, who is now targeting the neck. The injured neck of Trick. Harrison James lacks toes and do not tolerate ants. Doesn't quite work when someone else is saying it. Good pun written down, though. Good puns. Good puns all around. Trick's got no answer for Ridge, who is plodding his way around this match. Shoot DDT, though, from Trick to turn the tide. Ooh, me crabs, says Ridge, 'cause Yorkshire. I reckon I have pretty standard knees in terms of flexibility. But Trick's were like fully, you know. Walt Wilcutt is allergic to Ridge. That's a terrible time for you to be alive then right now. Rob Baker, slightly allergic to sweet corn. Breaking news. What are you allergic to? Big back heels from Trick Willie. Shades of Booker T right in front of Booker T. Flapjack, kip up. We're whooping things now. Tom Jones is allergic to women. Dust Mite says we mad rage. Strawberries. Penicillin. Emmett copying someone else's joke, Emmett. You're better than that. I'm assuming you missed it. Rock bottom from Trick Willie. Or a bookend, sorry. Ridge kicks out in a boring fashion. Ibuprofen once ripped your stomach lining. My goodness me. Cameron says vegetables. Dustin Nuts does Stu Hillen. Poison's allergic to certain medicines and develops skin allergies pretty easily. My goodness me. Ridge has rolled through. Whoop! Is he getting Trick up? Get him up! Oh, Oh, he's going to spike him on his head there. He has got previous. Ridge has got him up. White noise. Trick looking at that ref. Giving the kick out away. Give it you. Yes, please. Yes, please. Prawns and apricots and wasps and pollen. You shouldn't laugh, but when a dog gets stung by a bee, it's always a funny time. Unless, obviously, things go wrong. Just when the puffing happens of the skin. I don't know why I thought to say that, but there we go. Trick kick! Ridge is kicking out there. Yes, he does. SXSW Drake, thank you very much for the super chatalicious. Could Adam have conspired with Andrew to screw you over in the AEW themes video? No. Not in that one, because Adam had no involvement in that one. Owen and Andrew, though, 100% possibility, in my opinion. And in the opinion of anyone who watched. Because who knows Takeshita's theme after a noise like that? Double kick. Oh, Trick got it right in the bollocks. Falls in the pin. Oh, no! Christ alive, Trick. Thought he forgot to kick out there. I used to get bad hay fever when I was a child. Not so bad now, I'm an adult. Wonderful, wonderful content here on. But yeah, back to the big conspiracies. Owen and Andrew definitely conspired in that AEW themes one. 100% certain. You don't beat a world record. Oh God, you don't beat a world record. You don't beat a world record holder like that. My goodness me, what a easy sentence that was difficult for me to say. Into the stairs goes Trick Willie as Kyle Thompson sends a tip in. Ross, you are a legend. Thank you very much. That's all there is. There isn't any more. Well, thank you very much, Kyle. Chris, I'm going to say no to any more Guinness World Records in the future because I can't be arsed with what happens when they go live. Some of the stuff I got sent after that last one, I just can't be arsed. People took that way too seriously, as they do for everything in life. And it just really... You think you're just doing a stupid little thing. Whoa! Big back body drop by Trick. So I can't be arsed with it. So I'll take me one record and run. Trick off the announce table. This could be the finish of the match, potentially. Ridge is down. Well, he's off. He's out on his feet. Oh no! Oh! Mick Foley from Trick Willie there. Wonderfully done. The neck is caught in the ropes. That will hurt twice as much because the neck was already sore. He's going to pass out. He's going to die. That must be a terrifying thing to try and do. Catch your neck in ropes like that. Well done there by Trick. Yeah, I quit Twitter after that. No! No! 1, 2, way! I thought they were going to do it. My Christ. The Trick Willie getting his head caught in the ropes, followed by that Ridge Holland finisher. Don't let him put another one on. I thought it was over. Pile driver maybe from Ridge. No, Trick reverses. Shoot, roll up, or roll through. Ridge kicks out. Oh, Ridge kind of in the corner, but not really. Trick kick. Sit down. This is it. Yeah, Trick shot it over. It's academic. Ridge has failed. Ha 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 ha. Thank God for that. We still live in this lovely universe of Trick Willie being the world champion. This haven. I couldn't have coped with Ridge being the world champion of NXT. The world champion. Oh yeah, man. That's trick, man. Booker T just going, ah. That's pretty much what I do on YouTube now. Just when in doubt, make a noise. My go-to noise I've learned this year is meh. That's mainly because of Shane Gillis. And that bit he does about the day white people became uncool. If you know, you know. Meh. I say meh. But I guess now with Ridge, we do have another main event-ish man. He's not world champion, but he's a main event-ish man. Upper mid-card. Heel. Throwback, I can see the appeal. But he's not that level, is he? He's not up there. Whoop, that trick. Do you think Rich has ever had peas before? Yeah. I reckon he's had mushy peas and garden. Mushy peas and garden. All the peas. Another advert for Saturday night's main event as we now just have the ladies' Iron Survivor match to go before the end of the show. As I was saying earlier, feels like a foregone conclusion that Gilly from Gilly and Steve will win the match. But the fact it's going on last, would they go down the straight and narrow like that without a little bit of a surprise here and there? Who knows? So if there has been one criticism for NXT pay-per-views this year, PLEs, it's that they have been a little bit meh at the end. I'm muting. Get your predictions in the chat. Owen Musselwhite says Steve. Walt says Steve. I agree with Harrison James saying Ridge would I'd bloody love a Wigan kebab. Which I believe is bun. Pie. Bun. You heard me correctly. Bun. Full meat pie, bun. The Wigan kebab. What would like to see Delta win? Steve getting a shout. Delta says Emmett. Hopefully Sol Ruca. Agro says. I hope I said that correctly. Like Spike says Stevie. We're still limping towards 400, sorry. Let's get to 400 like. 400 like. 400 likes. I would like to see Wren Sinclair win. I think Wren Sinclair is very good. A shooter with the funny cavalca that I like in my wrestling. Michael saying Gilly. Big Bill saying Gilly all day. All day, all night. Shades of Billy Piper. I don't know why I went for Billy Piper for all day, all night. I could have gone for the revival. We go hard. All day, all night. All people in the benefit of habit say yeah, 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 yeah. Give that theme to LA Knight, for goodness sake. He goes hard all day, all night. Wren's up there for most improved for sure. Foul shower. What's CFO dollar sign? Oh, sorry, CFO money sign. Money sign. CFO money theme do I miss the most? That's a hard one, that. They were a lot better than many people remember. I think it was me and Adam did a tier list on all the, most of the themes. They had a lot of bangers. God. I'm trying to rack my brain. This would be a question where I'll not say anything now and then just think when I'm in bed later on. That's what I should have said back then. Because I do that all the time. Glorious is a good shout. Excuse me. Yeah, Balor's first theme was good. I guess a more recent change has been Nakamura's, but... CEO. No. Christ alive. Those shutters rattling. I thought someone was breaking in. Ember Moon's a good shout. Baron Corbin's first one with the motorbike noise. Ethan Page dejected on the outside. Where's this going? Feels like he's going to quit. He's dropped the ball again, he says. Is he going to quit? Who is that in the background? So many questions. Why is the table set up in a car park? Oh. He can't do this. Ava's here to lay down the law. Great promo. Brilliant from Ava. Wes and Javon on Tuesday. Should be a banger. New Year's Evil in LA. Tiffy Stratz is back. What's happening? Oh, she's from Minneapolis. That's fair enough. Don't cash it in on NXT, Tiffy Stratz. We're teasing a Tiffy cash in at New Year's Evil. Shocking. God, they flew her all that way for that promo. We are teasing Tiffy time in La La Land, though. Tuesday, Gigi and Tatum take on Jasmine Nix and JC Jane. Fatal Influence ladies. Obafemi addresses the NXT universe. I can't wait to hear what he has to say. Oh, SmackDown was in town last night. That makes sense then. I'm being unfair. But I guess they've got to do that, haven't they? Tease that she might turn up anywhere. Ooh! There's nowhere she might not be. Who's worse, Fatal Influence or the Pure Fusion Collective? At the moment, for me, PFC. Although, it is sad that Fatal Influence is literally just Toxic Attraction, but with different ladies. The genesis of FI doesn't make any sense. They should hate Jasmine Nix, but they're fine with Jasmine Nix while hating everybody who's like Jasmine Nix. That's not good storytelling for me, Chef Michaels. And then JC Jane becomes the secondary person in her own stable, which I didn't like, really. Fallon Henley is definitely the leader now. We all know this. The rules again, it's the same as the men's, don't you worry. But there is no TBA. They're all confirmed. They're all confirmed. I agree that Fallon was probably better as a... I mean, Fallon still fits this gimmick, I think. But I do think her being a cowgirl where there's no better thrill than riding a horse. I think that's a much better gimmick for her. There is no better thrill than riding a horse. Don't you ever forget that. Drink as much whiskey as you want to. Doesn't compare to riding a horse. Who drew 1 and 2? Who has the advantage to get the most falls possible? Imagine if it's Gilly and Steve. Imagine. What would happen if it's Gilly and Steve? Oh, my arm. Oh, it's on. Gilly's number 1. Will Steve be number 2? Surely she will be. You know that Chef Michaels wouldn't deprive us of this, would he? That's like ordering a steak and being served a corn sausage. Harrison James with an astute observation there. Mike Rohn does give big magician energy, and I can see exactly what he means. Anyone in the UK know Stephen Mulhern? I get the same vibes from Mike Rohn. Everyone else who's not in the UK, he's a TV presenter who is a magician, but who hosts everything all the time. But there's something off with him. There's something not quite right about Stephen Mulhern for me. Don't trust him. Don't trust. There you go, wee mad Rach. Ugh! Mulhern. I've not seen that, Emmett, no. Deal or no deal with Mulhern does not slap the same, though. I will say that. Doesn't slap the same as it did with Noel in the Dream Factory. Those were the days. Now, is it Steve? It's not, it's Wren. Chef Michaels has deprived us. They are holding off. But this will still be very good because, as we all know, Wren is a shooter. I got me grip wrong. Sorry. I don't wrestle. Oh. I wasn't concentrating earlier. Did the order along the bottom of the screen correspond to the order of the match? Well, no, obviously not, Ross, you tit. Sinclair's at one end and Gilly's at the other. What a stupid question. Anyway, the shooter nearly gets the early fall. But Gilly's like, see? I see you. Gilly wearing the Jacksonville Jags colours there. Shocking scenes. What's she trying to say? She just loves the sport of American football? Or something else? As far as I'm aware, Emmett, yes, he does. She's now the Queen of Iceland, isn't she? Old Josie Gibson. Anyway, less about British TV. more about Gilly and Wren. Test of strength. You'd assume Wren would win. She's a shooter. But it's even so far. She has won. Gilly getting bridged. Gilly going down. Gilly fighting back. Wren going down. Wren getting bridged. Shooting. Shoot roll up from Wren. Roll through from Gilly. Roll through from Wren. Roll through from Gilly. It's deep. Another roll through from Gilly. Liquid wrestling from the ladies. Liquid. I agree, wee mad Rach. Reverend Richard has been the best one in there for me. No spoilers for tonight's episode, please. Not seen it. Been a big fan of the Jungle this year, though. Been a great series. As we get another roll through from Gilly, who is trying to get some sort of maybe regal stretch. Some sort of STF in there. A little bit of John Cena action, maybe. No. Wren reverses. Gilly reverses Wren. It's deep. My goodness me. Put this in a cage. A mama cage. Another roll through. Wren. Backslide. These lasses know the assignment. Try and get the pinfalls in there before someone else comes in. The lads didn't get it this right. Oh, the heel is hooked. I don't know why Wren's shocked that Gilly's good at wrestling. Cabba! Shades of Charles from Wren there. What I will say about I'm a Celebrity, though, is wee mad Rach. I think the fix is in. I think the golden ticket for the old thingy-me-bobby at the end there. Stuff like that. They're trying to keep the likes of Colleen Rooney in there. Jesus Christ, Larry Robb. Thank you very much, sir. Hope all is well with you. Much appreciated every time, Larry Robb. Was that you on the front row of... Was it that week I was off? Were you front row of Dynamite that week? In the Cultaholic shirt, was that you? Yes, it was. I did say it, I was like, I'm sure that's probably Larry Robb. He gets everywhere, the man. Now, thank you, Larry. Much appreciated. Roll through from Gilly after the little hop over Wren. Hop over Wren. It's been a stalemate, this one. Wren being presented on an equal level to Gilly, which is good for Wren. Because you go back 2 months ago, where was Wren? Wren was nowhere. Who's in next? Could it be Steve? I'd assume not. Oh, it's Sol. I couldn't hear the music there. Hup. Springboard. Drop kick. Big back body drop for herself there. A big... You know what I meant. She didn't do a big back body drop. She took a big bump on her back from a high height. C773 Gilly is Giulia. Matthew of Botchamania on the Cultaholic podcast once called her Gilly. And Stephanie Vaquer Steve. Not on purpose, though, so we laugh about it. So we do. We laugh about it. Sol taking the piss out of Gilly. Surfboard on the back. Catches Wren. Power slam on Wren onto Gilly. pinning both of them. Looked like Wren's legs oh my God, went right into the face of Gilly. Stephen Gilly FT dub indeed. Cattle mutilation from the shooter. Oh, she's doing the Charlie twist. Do the Charlie twist. Charlie Dempsey's taught her well. What's Gilly doing? Break it up, Gilly. Oh, what's happening here? Double STF. Innovative spots again from NXT. Oh my God. Intricately done. Easy for Ross to say, as nothing is ever. More intricate stuff. Submissions on submissions. Gilly with the headlock on Wren. Or sleeper hold, choke, whatever you want to call it. Wren with the double stunner. Fantastic move. Oh! Arm bar from Wren. Who will wrench the arm? Wrench it, Wren. Whoa, look at the shoulder. Vic is right. Wren Sinclair with very flexible shoulders. There's some commentary there. Knee bar. Arm bar to a knee bar. Oh, so Wren's got the knee bar on Gilly. No, Gilly's out. Some kind of head scissor thingy-bobby from Sol Ruca to Wren. Now Gilly going for a hold on Sol, who's got the hold on Wren. It's like a bloody tapestry, this match. Woven together. Still nobody's got a fall. Very interesting booking here. Gonna be close. Wren moving up the gears. What Tish? Gilly breaks it up. Oh, Wren and Gilly going to work together? They are. They're taking down Sol together. But Sol says, no, I'll just go to the outside because I'm good at wrestling. Oh, what's happening here? They're all working together without working together, if that makes any sense. Gilly sends Wren into the ropes. Sol kicks Wren. Oh, my God. Wren nearly gets a... Prin fit. What's happened, Ross? Wren nearly gets a roll-up again on Gilly. Gilly. Northern Lights bomb. That's the first fall of the match, you would think. Yes, it is. Gilly goes 1-0 up. Shoot roll-up from Sol. Kick out from Gilly. Who's next? Is this Zaria? I can't hear the music. It is. How many F5s I was saying in this match? I'm going to give you odds of 2-1 for over 5. 5 F5s, 25 Fs. Some say she's got no Fs to give. I say she's got a lot. Oh, first yawn of the stream, not doing too bad. 2:27 over here in the UK at the moment. Double suplex from Zaria. That is Zaria. If Bully Ray and the other guy does that podcast with are watching, that's Zaria. Lovely from Sol. Landing on her feet off her back body drop. Dave LaGreca, Emmett, thank you. That's his name. I forgot his name. Double Sol Snatcher. Can she get them both pinned? Zaria rolls out the ring and Giulia rolls out the ring as well. Is that the moment gone for Sol? You would think that was 2 falls guaranteed, but no. Ring presence. The shooter is out the box. Oh, beautifully timed from Sol. Oh, is the shoulder down? He's just about. Wren's back in the box. It's all good. Pete Tong for Wren. Brilliant. I think Wren's winning, you know. Shades of Trick Willie last year, where Trick got about 17 falls in 3 seconds. Wonderfully timed Sol Snatcher from Sol. Ruca. Oh, Emmett. Vans are the shoe to have. I'm wearing Vans right now. Comfy cush is the way to go. The grip on the sole of a Van is unlike the grip of anything I've seen before from a normal trainer. Better than your Adidas, your Gazelles, your Sambas. Better than all that sort of stuff. Better than your Air Maxes. I'm a big fan of an Air Max as well. From your Nikes. Or your Nikes. Zaria getting sent through the announce table potentially. She's up. Shield bomb of sorts, but with 2 people instead of 3. That looked like a heavy one to take for Zaria. Wren looks gutted for the lass. In the penalty box. Sol evading Giulia by doing the splits on the apron. No! Neck breaker on the floor off the apron. Wren's out the box again. Come on, Wren. What's wrong with her? She can't lift Zaria. She can't lift Wren, can she? No. Can she lift Giulia? Giulia's up, but I don't think Giulia's hurt. No, I've just got. I'll get me shoe on the screen for you. I know that's what everyone wants to see. Just the bog standard Van. Dun dun dun. Well worn though. The sole has come loose in the shoe, even though it's sewn in there. Sasuke special, I think that was, from Sol Ruca, who continues to take the piss. What a wrestler. Oh, we're starting to get a bit smelly. These are nearly 2 years old, these. Oh. Smelly shoes. Sol with the roll-up. Wren kicks out. She is very good, Sol Ruca. Very, very good. Gimmicks there. Promos are all right. They're not the worst, not the best. They're all right, but in ring, no one like her. No one like her. Big kick to the head of Giulia as Steve now is ready to enter the match. Here comes Steven. Vaquer. Whoop. Did well to keep her balance there. Thought she might have made a mess of that one. Super kick for Wren. Eat defeat for Sol. Big boot. Well, it's like a haluva kick. Haluva kick for Wren. Double knees for Sol. Oh, God, the telly's going to turn itself off now. Whoa! There it is, the old shoot dragon screw leg whip. She loves her leg whipped as Gilly and... Steve. And Gilly breaks up the pinfall. And now for the first time, Gilly and Steve could do the wrestling against each other in NXT. It's a moment we've been waiting for. Just one more fight. Oh no, Zaria's going to get in the way. I was about to use a phrase made famous by Mel B on Bo Selector about being a tease. Teasing the potential of something happening. But I'll refrain from using it in the middle of a ladies' match. If you know, you know. If you don't know, it doesn't matter. Lovely spear from Zaria. Sol going for a springboard, something off the ropes, and Zaria gets a mid-air. Gilly's on the scene. Gilly's now on the back. Zaria's got two lasses on the back. Vaquer. They're getting the pronunciation of Vaquer over, aren't they? Stephanie Vaquer. Almost sounds French. F5 maybe? No. Oh. That's a rough one for Steve and Gilly to take, I imagine. Here we go. First F5. 4 to go if you had the bet with me. Odds are 2-1. That's it, isn't it? It is a fall for Zaria. Sol has one. Gilly has one. Zaria has one. Scary lady. Gilly's in the pen box for 90 seconds. They definitely started that timer before she was in the box. I call foul. Foul, I call. Steve with the slap to the chops of Zaria. Zaria sent over the top. Gilly going for a dive. Gilly? Steve. My goodness me. Steve with the roll-up on Sol. Wren with the roll-up on Steve. Double shoot takedown from Sol. Nearly a double pin, but not quite. Code breaker from Steve. X Factor from Sol. There's bombs flying all over the place. Main 0W. What is Cadbury? Oh, for the fingers. Sorry. I was about to go, why Cadbury fingers? But of course, the match fingers. Lovely moonsault from Zaria to take down Sol and Wren. You should just write out main 0W. This match fingered in Cadbury fingers. Because no doubt in Brisbane all the matches will finger. See, Gilly should be in there for another 10 seconds at least. Disgusting scenes from the powers that be. Shoot Hurricane Rana from Gilly to Zaria. We're still locked at ones apiece for 3 of the 5 ladies. Scorpion Death Drop DDT combo from Gilly. Zaria's in the corner. Hoo-ha! Kick to the face of Zaria. Gilly's on a roll. This match has fingered. 5 minutes left for people to get some falls. Gilly's getting rolled up here. Oh no, she'll get pulled off instead. Steady now. Whoop. Wren nearly getting a fall in the background there on Zaria. I still think Wren's going to do it, you know. Might be wishful thinking on my part, but the way the match started for her. Whoa! I didn't think she was getting over there. It's like a hammerlock power slam from Gilly to Wren. Jordan, thank you for the super chat again. Who fingers the most, Andre Chase or Oba Femi? Oba. In 2024, Oba's fingered a lot more than Andre, that's for sure. 2023, Andre fingered more than Oba. But on the whole, I'd say Oba fingered more than Andre. Double drop kicks from ladies to other ladies. Gilly and Steve are finally doing the colossal tussle. Headbutts are plenty. Ah! Steve gets Gilly up. Gilly reverses. Oh, it's a bit higgledy-piggledy. Whoa! Steve drops Gilly high on the shoulders. Backdrop ting. Stotting her head off the floor. I can't talk, I've hit the wall. It's 2:39 a.m. Steve going up top, but Gilly sees her. No, says Gilly. Going for like a butterfly suplex here off the top rope. Lovely. Sol's there. Shoot splash to Gilly. Zaria's there. Here we go, NXT. German to Sol near Steve. Steve now got decapitated there. Decapitated. Oh no, Wren got rolled up by Steve. Steve has a fall. Everyone but Wren has a fall. I think Wren's going to do it, you know. We're doing a Trick Willie from last year. That's the third time Wren has been in the box. She can't possibly win after being in the box 3 times, you're probably thinking. Roll up by Sol. Steve kicks out. Gilly with a forearm. Bish bash bosh. Still only one F5 is the one. Kiss my ass, Daniel Young in the chat. I was at a wedding yesterday. Travelled through a storm today. It's 2:39, 2:40 in the morning now. It's a wonder I'm still here. Flip by Sol. It's like a massive buckshot with bigger things happening in the middle of the buckshot. Steve kicks out, and Steve is laughing at something. She was smiling for no reason there. Where's Gilly going? We've got a minute left, just about. Wren Sinclair getting 2 falls in a minute. It's happening, you watch. Maybe, I don't know. Sol's waiting for Wren. Wren gets straight up by... Way! Roll through! Shoot a Wren! There's the first one, I'm telling you. The crowd are with Wren as well. Steve kicks Wren in the gut. Wren reverses. Roll up by Wren. Kick out by Steve. Zaria's back in there. Double spear. Wren's going to roll this up. Watch. 20 seconds left. Up for the F5. Oh, she lands it. Maybe not. Steve with the knee on Zaria. It's deep. Gilly gets the fall. We are going straight down the line. Steve with the roll-up on Gilly. Oh, Gilly kicks out. Another one. That's it. It's over. Gilly wins. We are going straight down the line. The predictable pick wins the match. And that's not always a bad thing. I think Roxanne meeting her comeuppance with someone like Gilly, probably the right thing to do now, is it not? Oh, could this be the turn, though, between Gilly and Steve? Steve looks upset. Sol is dejected in the box. Wren did well. Yeah, I thought Wren and Gilly carried that match. Not carried the match. Did most of the heavy lifting. All of them did well. I'm talking nonsense here. Lots of things to like about that match. Thrilling final sequence as well. The beauty of the Iron Survivor. I thought it was better than the men's as well. As a whole match, the final bit with Oba was maybe was it maybe a better finish? I don't know. But the match as a whole fingered more than the men's, obviously. It really did hump. Now, will we get something funny happen at the end here? Or will it just end like the last couple of NXT pay-per-views I've done with just match ends as you think it would? That's the end of the show. The match was not missing a ridge. No, it was not. Good old Wren Sinclair. Zaria wipes her out with the old F5. Big knee by Gilly, who gets the fall. Steve tries to roll up her friend in a shoot fashion, but can't get the job done. Devastation for Steve. Gilly goes wild. So here we go. Gilly has a hand raised. You imagine, Roxanne? Oh, we're getting streamers, are we? Where were these for Oba? Huh? Preferential treatment by Chef Michaels or what? Someone let Sol out that box. She's done her time. Will Roxanne Perez appear or something like that? I don't know. Or will the show just go off the air with Gilly standing tall? We're lingering. This little sign at the bottom's up there. Lee Fitting, Shawn Michaels, Paul Levesque. Bottom corner things there. It looks like it's ending. I mean, you'd think she'd won the title with the amount of streamers here, but she hasn't. And that's the end of the show. No bonus scene at all. Roxanne at the top of the ramp. Was she there? I didn't see her. Thanks for watching, says the stream. That's it. Lots of streamers. Very good show, though, I thought. Both Iron Survivor matches fingered once again. The best modern gimmick in wrestling, obviously. The Trick Willie Ridge match. It was a Ridge match, but Trick Willie made it scintillating towards the end. And then what else was there? What else was there? I've gone blank. The other match was all right. What the hell happened? Someone in the chat remind me. Hellboy asking what fingered's about. Welcome to Cultaholic Wrestling, Hellboy. Fraxium, thank you, Emmett. Fantastic story as well with Fraxium. Well, you think they're going to lose, but they don't lose again. Somehow. The PLE humped from start to finish. Well, it humped, then the Ridge and Trick, then it came back to humping. Fingering. All the things. Parker and Lola, my God. You can tell it's late. That match was great as well with the story about the arm, the hand of Lola Vice. Hard-hitting stuff. It was all a hit apart from maybe Ridge and Trick, but the finish of that match was good as well. The show shagged. Thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, please leave us a like. We made it past 400, which is very appreciated indeed. I'm going to go and have a nice snooze now. Tommy Beats, will he do live reactions for NXT on Netflix? Not every week. I think it'll just be still the PLEs, the premium live events, the pay-per-views. But if the demand is there, you never know. You never know, Tommy. Thank you for the donation. Thank you everyone for watching. Please leave a like if you haven't done already. I've been Ross, and I'll see you whenever I see you. I mean, I've got to do the thing on Monday, but that'll be live Tuesday onwards. So not live Monday, but it'll get filmed on Monday. You know, I'll die. Right? So Stromming. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching. See you later. Goodbye.